And good evening to you. Welcome to high school football action on Central Illinois Sports. Live tonight from Auburn, Illinois, as the Pittsfield Sockies and the Auburn Trojans go head-to-head in Sangamo Conference action. Alongside Justin Poor, I'm Charlie Hull. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. Glad you're with us tonight. Both of these teams, well, looking for that first win of the season. Somebody going to get one here tonight in Week 8. We'll talk about the matchup. We'll take a look at what else is going on in the Sangamo and around the area. We'll have our visit with Socky head coach Dalton Barnes, meet the starters for this contest. It's all coming your way on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this.
Go team, go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
My name's Matt Keplinger. A lot of people call me Keppy. I've been a trainer now for 17 years. When we get the new hires come through the door, I try to treat them like family. This individual right here sent me this today. There's not too many men I admire I can't do it. There's not too many men I admire or that has made an impact in my life, but you've made that list. This is one of the reasons that I love my job, getting messages like this. When my life needed purpose, I chose Dot.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are and where you want to go and designs a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today at sheiladavidsmeyer.nm.com. Northwestern Mutual is the marketing name for Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company and its subsidiaries in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
At Eagle Valley Bank, we have many products and services to meet your needs. However, we don't have so many choices that you feel overwhelmed. We can customize your banking needs and develop a financial strategy that best fits your life. We offer 5 convenient full-service locations in Bluffs, Griggsville, Maridosia, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield, and you can also bank online at eaglevalley.bank. Eagle Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At Blessing Health, our pediatrics team is with you and your family in the moments that matter most. From first steps to growing up healthy and strong, supporting their passions as their biggest cheerleader, and guiding them towards their dreams. Blessing Health, with you every step of the way. Visit us at blessinghealth.org to learn more and schedule an appointment today.
Back with you on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. Auburn High School, the site of tonight's matchup between the Sockies and the Trojans, both winless on the season in this tough Sangamo Conference. Auburn started off the year with a 42-7 loss to Williamsville, fell to New Berlin 36-12 in Week 2, were defeated by Maroa Forsyth 48-14, Pleasant Plains 48-35. Athens defeated the squad 41-7. They lost to Petersburg Porta 44-20, and then last week a heartbreaking loss to Riverton, the game they led most of the contest, 36-33. The Trojans just couldn't pull it out at the end. The Sockies on the other side, also 0-7. A Week 1 loss to Riverton, 29-20, fell 42-19 to Athens, defeated by Stanford Olympia 60-20, Williamsville 64-26, a 27-14 loss to New Berlin, 46-6 to Maroa, and then last week against Pleasant Plains, 27-14. So both teams looking for that elusive first victory of the season, and Justin Poor, somebody's going to find one here tonight.
Yeah, we looked it up. There are no ties in high school football, so somebody is going to win.
And both teams hungry for that victory, and both of them have had opportunities throughout the season to be competitive in games, just haven't been able to put everything together when they needed to. Of course, Auburn, as we told you, right in the thick of things last week against a Riverton squad. This is a program that's used to winning, so they're in a very, very odd spot being here with 0 wins here in week 8 of the season. So they'll be hungry here on their senior night. One of the things, though, you look at for Auburn is just the lack of overall numbers in the program. I think it counted 38 students, freshman to senior.
Yeah, I was thinking 39, but and that's a big change for this program, a program that usually has 60, 70 kids, freshmen on, and it's just hard to find the skill players and the linemen that you need, and it takes 11, to make a good football program.
And with that, it probably means it's impacting some of their lower levels. Didn't play a freshman game last night. They will theoretically play a fresh soft game on Monday in Pittsfield, but definitely impacts the entire program when those numbers are not very high. Elsewhere in the Sangamo Conference this week, Maroa Forsyth is playing host to Williamsville. That will decide the conference champion. Also, the New Berlin Pretzels are at home against Athens. Big game for both of those squads there. Petersburg Porta is hosting Riverton. Of course, the Blue Jays will be at Pittsfield next week to take on the Sockies in week number 9. So still some big games this week. Of course, Stanford Olympia is at Pleasant Plains. Both of those teams 4-3. If you're Olympia, you've got Auburn in week 9. So you have a pretty decent shot at getting that 5th win either way. If you're Plains, you don't have Auburn in week 9. You have Williamsville. If you're Pleasant Plains, it's a must-win week against a good Stanford Olympia squad who knocked off Maroa Forsyth last week.
Yeah, but also a team that couldn't hold out against New Berlin. So they are beatable. They have weaknesses. Pittsfield played them pretty well, I felt like. So, anything can happen. You still got to play the game. But I think if I'm Olympia, I'm going to want to get my 5th win right now and not have to worry about next week.
We're back to crossover action in the WIVC. Beardstown travels to Carrollton. That game being played tomorrow. They moved it up to 11 a.m. to try to beat some of the incoming weather. Camp Point Central playing host to Pleasant Hill Western Griggsville Perry tonight. Triopia on the road at Greenfield Northwestern. Route will play host to Calhoun tomorrow, a game that they've also moved up to a morning start time due to the weather. Minden Unity is at West Central, and Brown County is playing host to North Green. In the Central State 8, some key matchups tonight, including Chatham-Glenwood 7-0 against 6-1 Sacred Heart Griffin, which should be a fun matchup. Decatur Eisenhower looks for their first victory of the year. They play host to Springfield Landfear. MacArthur is home against Jacksonville High School, a must-win game for the Crimsons. Lincoln plays host to Quincy Notre Dame. Normal U High is at Springfield Southeast, and Rochester plays host to 5-2 Springfield. So some pretty good matchups in the Central State 8 here in week number 8. A beautiful night for high school football. Still warming up. You're sporting the shorts here in week 8. Never a bad thing. And the sun has set, which we're also thankful of, because
thank goodness.
It's right in your eyes from this side of the field that we're on here. So glad to see it set behind the bleachers. Not a huge crowd on hand on either side, but it is senior night, so those young people are being introduced alongside the track here at Auburn High School in front of the home squad. We'll step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll have our visit with Pittsfield head coach Dalton Barnes next on Central Illinois Sports.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Come buy American-made vehicles right here at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, Illinois.
With new tax laws, you're allowed to deduct your interest paid on vehicles built in the great U.S. of A.
So come see Vicki Lawfrey and my friend
Corey Grinke at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield and Wildcat Car Wash in Barry keep your ride and even your pets looking their best while enjoying the easiest, most rewarding wash experience around, all while supporting your locally owned car washes. With the Touch4 Wash app now available for use at both locations, you can earn points towards free washes, unlock discounts, and pay and start your wash right from your phone. Plus, we've upgraded with our new chemicals to give you the best clean and shine yet. Follow us on Facebook to stay updated on specials and promotions. Wash smarter, shine brighter, choose Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield or Wildcat Car Wash in Barry today.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Visiting with Pittsfield head coach Dalton Barnes. And coach, you take a look at the Sangamo Conference and could still be as many as 7 teams be playoff bound, at least 6 looking likely. Auburn's a program that's been right in the thick of things forever. So even though they're having a down year, this is a program that's used to winning and you have to come here ready to play.
Yeah, and Coach Gardner is a phenomenal guy, and this won't be my first time as a head coach going against Ryan Gardner. We went head-to-head the last 2 years in the first and second grade flag football league, so we got each other figured out. But no, he's a great coach, and you know his whole staff are all Auburn guys that played for Coach Bates, and they were all super successful. So I just told these guys, senior night in Auburn, you better strap it up.
You take a look at things that have happened the last couple of weeks. You've kind of been in and out quarterback-wise, a little bit of a different look again this week, but I think you have to be pretty comfortable with where you're at overall coming into the game this week.
Yeah, we're a lot healthier than we've been. It does stink really bad to lose Cody for the rest of the year, so that's a bummer, but Jonas is fine. I mean, Jonas did a great job at Maroa, and, you know, he got us to the red zone 4 times against a really good Maroa team, and, you know, he'll be ready to stick it into the end zone this week.
Along with him in the backfield, Jake Otker's put together a couple pretty good games for you. You'd like to be able to establish that running game a little more consistently, and helps open things up on the outside.
Yeah, and it all comes back to the tribe. I mean, Jake Otter is a phenomenal running back, and, you know, I wish I would have had more time with him because he really is special. But, you know, we also have Nick back there who's been hurt and is finally starting to feel himself. And, you know, Jaden Moore is an absolute monster on defense. But, again, just the tribe of running backs we have, any given night, any of those guys could, you know, break one. But, you know, it comes down to, again, you know, what's the tribe going to do up front? And they're learning that we took a little bit of a step back last week, but I sent them all a text like, I love you guys. You're sophomores. Like, it's going to happen, and we're putting so much on them, especially, you know, the one that sticks out in my mind is Dylan Leonard. Just what a great kid, what a hard worker, and just thrown into a center role and just say, hey, we need you to snap the ball and learn an entire offense. So they're giving it all they have, and, you know, hopefully, you know, this is the night where it all clicks.
You talk about Jaden Moore. Last week on the defensive side, he was an animal.
Yeah, I mean, I think he seriously is like, I know over 7 sacks this year. So, I mean, it's insane. I would have to get the exact number from Coach Bogotsky, but he's really transformed himself into a freak defensive player, and I'm so happy he's on our side. And he's another one, too, that, you know, this tribe is his life, and he really does give everything he has every game.
You know, you haven't been able to get that first victory out of the season, but watching you guys practice on the Thursday night, man, it seems like they're still really, really into it even this time of year.
Yeah, and that's why culture is so important, and that's what, you know, people don't understand is we're trying to build something bigger than wins and losses, and, you know, a place where they can come be a part of something special, bigger than themselves. You know, it's clearly paying off because they're out here, they're playing hard, they're having fun. I mean, this was probably the best Thursday we've had this year.
And when you can get through an entire season, and even though it hasn't been as successful on the left side of the record as you'd like, you've been pretty healthy. You've got kids who are excited to play. You haven't had a bunch of people, you know, decide, hey, I'm going to quit in the middle of the year. You're not dealing with ineligibility issues. Things are going in the right direction, even if the wins haven't taken care of themselves. Eventually they will.
Yeah, I mean, that's also the culture side, right? So we just got to keep doing all the things the right way, prepare for that rain. And, you know, people are confusing what prepare for rain means, and it's not the first win of the year. It's not any wins this year. You know, we're trying to build a championship program, and that is what truly our mission is. We want to be the team that week in and week out you have to strap it up against because they could beat you at any time. So, I mean, that's the ultimate rain we're looking for. Obviously, we're ready for that first win this year, but the kids are buying into that, and they're working hard.
That's Socky head coach Dalton Barnes. We're back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
Hi, Jay Arnold here with Donahue's Barbershops and Family Hair Centers. You can find us in Pittsfield, 2 blocks west of Walmart, and Mount Sterling on Pittsfield Road, and on the south side of the square in Winchester. We have 6 full-time experienced barbers and cosmetologists to make sure you get the haircut you want. You never need an appointment because we only take walk-ins. Find us on Facebook. Stop by and see us at one of our 3 locations soon.
Sugar and Smoke, located on the west side of Pittsfield, offers the most delicious barbecue, ribs on the weekends, nachos, pony shoes, pork, chicken, and brisket. Reuben's so big, just ask for a box. Try the freezer meals by visiting their Facebook page. Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Loaded baked potatoes, appetizers, delicious desserts. Don't wait, grab the gang and head to 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0067. Sugar and Smoke, the talk of the area.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask Mid-State Insurance Agency in Pittsfield if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Griffin Signs in Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs in Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Thanks to Dalton Barnes, head coach of the Pittsfield Sockies, for the visit here tonight. Great Rivers Bank with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal, here to serve you with the best in banking services close to where you live and always online at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Well, Justin, obviously not the season either one of these programs wanted to have, but somebody's going to come away with that first victory of the season here tonight and try to go a little momentum maybe going into the next season. And if you're Pittsfield, you have a lot of youngsters on the squad, a good senior class who will be recognized next Friday at senior night, but a lot of young people playing each and every night on the varsity field as well.
Yeah, we're starting, like six sophomores and a couple I think there's only like 6 juniors total, but yeah, there's going to be a team to come back next year, and they learned this year what Coach Barnes is trying to put in as a culture here, and if he can get everybody to buy in and come back again next year, they're just going to be that much better.
I think that's one of the things we talked about in the interview, the fact that they've retained every player from day one. They're not having, problems with eligibility. They're not having discipline issues. Had a couple of injuries that were unfortunate at different times, and with one of those tonight going to affect the quarterback situation once again with Jonas Anderson back in the starting spot, as Cody Anderson has been shut down for the season. We wish him the best, but outside of that, the Sakis have done some things the right way, and I believe that'll be rewarded on the record very soon. They're going to play the national anthem here. We'll step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Back with starting lineups next.
Case IH has been an innovators for over 30 years.
Case IH has, a great brand of equipment, various product lines from little tractors to big farm equipment.
Case IH is the only one that we've ever had, and it's definitely the customer service that we get from Case.
They're probably one of the top brands as far as it goes with innovation.
Keeps growing our business as well, and we have great products and people behind it.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in the tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com.
Biggest tool sale of the year is back. Milwaukee Mayhem only runs a week. Danny, what you most excited about?
I'm excited for the M18 free 5.0 battery promotion. Buy a select M18 tool, get a free 5.0 battery. Over 50 tools available, including this M18 fuel brushless grinder.
And on Saturday only, don't miss this. It's a tool trade-in. Bring a competitive tool and spend $250 in Milwaukee. We'll give you a $50 Farm Supply gift card to take home. Danny, what else?
Also, we're going to have tons of doorbusters in the flyer with Pack Out, M18, and M12 tools. Check out the flyer to see all the doorbusters available.
Time to take a look at the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups for you here on Central Illinois Sports. From snacks and hoodies to power tools and lawn chairs, nobody has it like your local Farm and Home Supply. Find the location nearest you at farmandhomesupply.com. Let's take a look at the offensive starters first of all for the Pittsfield Sakis. You'll see Jonas Anderson line up in the backfield, the senior signal caller, next to fellow senior Jake Otker, who starts at running back, and another senior, Bodie Marable, as the second back for the Sakis. 3 seniors at wideouts, and Taylor Graham, Dom Cooper, and Caden Ferguson. Zane Perry, the senior, starts at left tackle, and then he's joined by a host of sophomores. Cade Perry at left guard, Dylan Leonard at center, Hunter Waters is the right guard, and Riley Cook at right tackle for the Sakis. On the defensive side, Jaden Moore starts at the defensive end, coming off of one of the best games of his career a week ago. Then Zane Perry, Braxton Taylor getting the start on the defensive line. He's a senior for Pittsfield, and junior Colin Throne starts at defensive end. Jake Otker is joined in the inside linebacker spot alongside Nick Merriman. Ryan Harris is an outside linebacker, as is Caden Ferguson. Bodie Marable, Dom Cooper are your cornerbacks, and Taylor Graham is the free safety for the Sakis. For the home Auburn Trojans, they'll start Clay Eddy at the left guard. Brody Hull mans the left tackle, then Brody Hull at left guard. Bryson Roberts, the senior, is at center, along with fellow senior Eli LaFontaine, who plays right guard, and Eric Brandon is the right tackle. Elijah Scott, Hunter Piper, Coy Grossner, and Ledger Munns are the wideouts for this squad. Really, the focal point of this offense is the junior running back. That's Chance Chrissy. And then the freshman quarterback, Levi Smith, the signal caller for this Trojan squad, and head coach Ryan Gardner. On the defensive side, Sam Kellum starts at defensive end, then Brody Hull, Aiden Williams at the defensive tackles, and LaFontaine at the other side on the defensive end. Levi Hunley, Trey Boston, George Piazza are your linebackers. Carter Smith and Jimmy Hamer are your cornerbacks. Grossner is the strong safety. Munz, the free safety for the Trojans. That's a look at your farm and home supply starting lineups on Central Illinois Sports. Both teams getting ready to take the field. They've already conducted the coin toss. Pittsfield will receive the opening kickoff as we count down to kickoff on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports.
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814.
Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. They support us when we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening a small business, buying a home, planting a crop, having a baby. From your first car to life after retirement, Central State Bank is there for all of your life's milestones. CSB is central to your banking needs. Visit us in Clayton, Kinderhook, Pittsfield, Pleasant Hill, and Quincy, or at csb123.com. Central State Bank wishes all of the teams well on the hardwood this week.
Exmark mowers are at B&B Livestock Supply and Trailers. American-made precision and power, backed by B&B's unmatched service. B&B Livestock Supply and Trailers in Camp Point, Illinois. Call, click, or stop by.
Cascom is taking internet speed to the extreme with our brand new Ultra package offering speeds up to 2 gigs. Sign up for Cascom today, and for 1 full year, you'll receive $10 off per month, $15 off per month for 500 megs, $20 off per month for 1 gig, $25 off per month for our brand new 2 gig package. With speeds this fast and deals this incredible, isn't it time you saw the light? Call Cascom today or visit us online to learn more. 800-252-1799.
Petty Construction and owner Joe Petty, specializing in commercial and residential roofing systems. They design, build new homes and additions and renovations to your home. Interior and exterior renovations are their specialty. Petty Construction and Joe Petty have the experience in building you are looking for. Call 217-779-6384 or on the web at joe.petty@pettyconstruction.com. Building your community one job at a time.
At Farmers State Bank at Camp Point, we're proud to have been a part of our community for over a century, supporting families, athletes, and fans every step of the way. Just like your favorite Panthers team, we're dedicated to giving our best. With over 100 banks and ATMs throughout the area, we're here to help you on and off the field, no matter where the game takes you. So whether you're cheering in the stands, traveling to the next big game, or just supporting your community, trust Farmers State Bank of Camp Point to be with you all the way. Farmers State Bank of Camp Point, where tradition meets hometown pride.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, Central Illinois Sports. Glad you're with us here tonight. We also have action from Camp Point Central live for you right now as Jack and John have the call for you there as the Panthers look to keep their undefeated season rolling against the Pleasant Hill Western Griggsville Perry Wolves. Next week, we'll have action for you on Thursday night as Central travels to North Green on Thursday. And then we'll have Friday night action as Pittsfield will play host to Porta AC Central. Tonight, though, it's the Auburn Trojans and the Pittsfield Sockies, and the Sockies taking the field under the leadership of Zane Perry, the senior lineman for the Sockies, as they'll gather at midfield. Pittsfield in the white uniforms, red numbers, white pants, and red helmets. We'll await the Trojans to make their appearance here. As we're counting down to kickoff, I want to remind you about our scoreboard sponsor. That's Ridgeline Sales Group, LLC. If you're a buyer searching for the perfect home or a hunter passionate about the outdoors, Ridgeline Sales Group is here to help you with your to help you capitalize on your investment. Their knowledge of the land, their dedication to their clients, and their commitment to excellence are just a few reasons why buyers and sellers continue to trust Ridgeline for their real estate needs. Call 217-285-5800 or online at ridgelinesalesgroup.com. Let there be light, and there was. The Sockies, as we told you, won the coin toss. They'll take the ball to start this ball game here tonight. Jonas Anderson back as the starter on the quarterback side for Pittsfield. And Justin, we probably saw him play one of his better games of his career in the game against Merle Forsyth.
Absolutely. He seemed to be making throws on target. He took his time. He did a great job just being a field general that night, just finding who he needs to throw to and when. Of course, him and Taylor hooked up again for another huge pass, which is what they do. It seems like 4 or 5 times this year they've had big pass plays that go for big yardage. So
you talk about Taylor Graham. Obviously, he's no secret. Teams are really keen on him, as you saw with Pleasant Plains last week, limiting him to really very few targets, no catches on the night. And he'll obviously need to get involved in this contest for the Sockies. But what that does, when literally you have 3 guys concentrated on Graham, which is what they had last week. Somebody's open.
Somebody's open, yeah. And that can open up to big games for Bodie Marable or sophomore Ryan Harris or Caden Ferguson. I mean, all those guys are plenty capable of getting open and running the routes.
All right, here come the Trojans onto the field. They're in the dark gray uniforms with the blue numbers, blue pants, blue helmets. They're pumped up here on senior night. The referees are at midfield. We thank them for being here this evening, so this contest can get played fairly and safely. Field in great condition here at Auburn. They had the sprinkler system running even just a bit this morning to give that grass a little drink, and it's in really good shape here in week 8.
It's a nice green, yeah. Could use some hash marks.
I would agree with that, but we'll take what we can get. Numbers and everything. Ferguson is back deep for the Sockies. Graham also back there, as is Dom Cooper. We'll take a look at the kicking team for Auburn once they take the field here in just a moment. Auburn band has been active here tonight. It's kind of a small student section across the way. You hate to see that. This is a program that is very, very tradition-rich. Dave Bates as the head coach for 30-plus years, and all they did was win when he was here, it seemed like, and trying to get some traction under them once again, as they've seen some lean years. Really, one of the things I noticed was the enrollment down to about 316 students. So that definitely has played a key role in the numbers for the football program. All right, teeing it up, getting ready to kick it off. That's Levi Hunley. Hunley is a sophomore.
Levi Hunley.
And we're just about ready to go on Central Illinois Sports. Hunley has the ready for play whistle. He's trying to get his teammate in the right spot. Say, you go there.
You stand there. Here we go.
Jump around. Jump, jump, jump around. All right, here we go. The ball is in the air, and we're underway as Dom Cooper will take it on the fly at about the 18-yard line. Across the 20, looking for traction around the 25. Trying to break to the outside, actually retreats and gets taken down near the 23-yard line. That's where the Sockies will start first and 10 with 11 minutes, 53 seconds to play here in the first. So Cooper was contained, couldn't get outside that time, and it's first and 10 from their own 23 for Pittsfield. Auburn with a 4-man defensive front. A lot of guys playing both ways for this Trojan squad. Sockies come out with a pair of receivers wide to either side. Anderson in the shotgun with Otker standing to his left. Anderson barks out the signals, takes the snap. Going to go a quick hitter out to Graham into the flats. Graham looks for some running room. Going to be taken out of bounds just at the 25-yard line. A pickup on the play of 3 yards. It'll bring up a second down for the Sockies and 7 yards to go. Just trying to get the ball to Graham any way you can if you're Pittsfield, early and often. 2nd and 7. Trips to the near side this time with the isolated receiver and Cooper on the left. Anderson again in the shotgun, takes the snap, going to keep it himself on a designed run, gets a block on the outside from Zane Perry out there, then taken down close to the 32-yard line. A pickup on the play of 7 yards. It's going to be, call it a 6-yard gain. It'll be a 3rd and 1, Justin. So 3rd and a yard to go here for the Sockies from the 32-yard line. Actually, they put that ball in the 30. What a terrible spot. Wow. 3rd and 2 almost. Wow. I'm befuddled by that a bit. 3rd and 2 from the 30. Clock counting down, 11:10 to play in this opening period. Takes a snap, hands it off to Otker, puts his foot on the ground, has the first down as he pulls over a man across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play this time, and a Socky 1st and 10.
Good run that time by Otker as he had a good hole and hit his hole and ran right into the linebacker.
Otker checks out now as the Sockies will bring in an extra receiver, it appears. They'll go with a naked backfield, trips left, 2 receivers to the right-hand side.
Jacob Hall checking on this bottom here. Is that what we got? Hall,
Looks
Ferguson.
like maybe Ryan Harris.
Yeah. Can't see his number.
9 seconds on the play clock as Anderson's back to pass, looking for Ferguson. Ooh, dangerous passes. It was above the head of Ferguson and nearly into the hands of the defender. As it is incomplete, it's 2nd and 10. Here comes Jaden Moore along with Nick Merriman into the game. Also Jake Otker. So the Sockies are going to go with a full house backfield this time. Clock is running, of course, with the incompletion because that makes sense. 10:20 and counting in this first quarter. Usually on the incompletion, the clock does stop. But I guess we're just rolling on tonight. Anderson takes the snap, hands it off to Merriman, looking for running room along the right side. Gets stood up after a short game near the 37-yard line. 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's 3rd down and 9. So 3rd and 9 for the Sockies as they switch some personnel out once again here.
Running backs came off and receivers went back in.
Pittsfield's put themselves in a lot of these 3rd and longer situations this season, and it's very, very tough to convert. Naked backfield as Anderson is all on his lonesome in the shotgun.
The middle of the field tends to be open a lot.
Puts Marable in motion, fakes the handoff to him, gets the ball up to the 40-yard line. A pickup on the play of 4 yards, but it's going to bring up a 4th down and 5 for the Sockies, and you would think a punting situation here for Pittsfield from their own 40-yard line.
Well, it looks like they're going to keep their offense on the field and maybe try the hard count first and see what they can get.
It is a long 5 yards, closer to 6. Anderson tries to draw them off sides, does not do so. 9:10 to play in the first with 18 seconds on the play clock. Dalton Barnes would like to take a timeout. So the Sockies will take their first timeout of the night. It's the Adams Fiber timeout, the official timeout sponsor of Central Illinois Sports. The hometown favorite for blazing fast internet, whether it's game day or every day. Adams Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability you need. Visit adams.net or call or text 217-214-3423 to join the winning team.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Following the Adams Fiber timeout, the Sockies have the ball 4th and 5 and have Taylor Graham in to punt. Following the timeout, back deep for the Trojans appears to be Trey Boston.
Could see a fake in this situation. We've seen rugby kick.
He's going to roll out to the right and kick it right into the back of his own man there, and a chance for Auburn. Now they try to dive on it. It's a scramble for it, and Eric Brandon able to recover it for the Trojans at their own, at the Socky 45-yard line. So good field position for Auburn at the 8:56 mark of this first quarter as the punt goes 5 yards on the net. Not exactly what you were looking for there.
No.
Trojans guys went after the ball. Kind of a dangerous situation.
Pretty dangerous, yeah.
All right, Levi Smith comes out of the shotgun. He's got Chance Chrissy lined up about 8 yards deep. 2 receivers to the right-hand side. A single man to the left is Elijah Scott. 1st and 10 for the Trojans on the offensive side for the first time tonight. Smith puts a man in motion to the left side of the formation. Parks out the signals, takes the snap, hands it off to Chrissy. Chrissy will get a nice gain on first down near the 41-yard line. 4-yard pickup on the play. It'll bring up a second down and 6. Chrissy averaging over 100 yards a game on the season.
Jaden Moore able to get in the backfield there, just wasn't able to wrap him up and get him down.
Well, he really gets ahead of steam as he's deep in the backfield. You think if the Saukey linebackers could close quickly here, you could have some chances to stop him behind the line with good tackling. Smith takes a snap, fakes the handoff. Now a pass out to the right side. Right there on it is Jaden Moore. They're calling the man down by contact here as the pass was completed to Coy Grossner. Going to lose yardage back to the 47-yard line. A 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 12.
Quarterback and receiver both took pretty good shots on that play.
So 3rd and 12 from the 47-yard line now for the Trojans. Saukey's brought the house. Trips to the left. Smith in the shotgun by himself. Puts a man in motion. That's Boston going to get it onto the outside. Has a man out there. Completed. That's to Ledger Munns. Munns is going to be taken down inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A pickup of 8 yards on the play, and it'll be a 4th down and about 4 yards to go here for the Trojans. Call it 4th and 5 officially. From right at the 41-yard line, as they didn't get a great spot there either, I didn't think. Trojans going for it here. Smith in the shotgun, tries to draw the Saukeys off sides. Nobody jumps, still 14 seconds on the play clock. You're going to try to get into the hands of Chrissy here, aren't you, and see if he can run for it? That's been their best option on the offensive side, as now Smith is back to pass. Looking to his left, has all kinds of time. Now he's going to try to tuck it and try to run for the first down. Saukeys come up with some good closing speed, and will stop him right at the 39-yard line. That'll be short of the first down. Gain 2 on the play, but it'll be a turnover on downs. And Pittsfield will take over from their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10. So Pittsfield able to work around the bad punt. And we'll start 1st and 10 from their own, call it a 39-yard line officially, with 7:01 to play here in the first. Tim Waters and Waters Concrete. They offer quality concrete for your new builds, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. It's Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. 309-252-1052 for Waters Concrete. Saukeys with a 1st and 10, trying to get it moving on the offensive side now. And we get a whistle. And then the officials' timeout as there's an injury near the far sideline, and they'll take a look at that young man, and as they do, we'll step aside here. 7:01 to play in the first. No score from Auburn.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
All right, the young man injured was Trey Boston. He was up on his own feet. Good to see that. Pittsfield has the ball 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Anderson in the shotgun, trips right. Single receiver to his left-hand side, puts the running back out in motion. That's Otker. They get it to him out in the flats. Otker looking to make a man miss. Does so. Rushes ahead now and is going to stay on his feet down the sideline. Big yardage on the play by Otker. He might go to the house. Otker at the 10, the 5, and a Saukey touchdown. Jake Otker broke a tackle and like he was shot out of a cannon, took it down the sideline, 61 yards, and it's a touchdown for the Saukeys at the 6:47 mark of quarter number 1.
61 yards, you say?
61 yards by the senior Otker on a 1-play drive for Pittsfield.
I think it's a good thing we don't have repay in high school because
he was
really close to the line there.
I thought he stepped out of bounds twice, actually. But
the white hat says it is a touchdown, and we're going to go with it.
That man has the whistle, and he will be the one we listen to. As in to kick the extra point is Bodie Marable. Graham is the holder. The long snapper is Zane Perry. So an all-senior operation here on the extra point attempt for the Saukeys. The snap is good. The hold is down. The kick is up. It looks to be long enough, and it is good. Pittsfield takes the early lead on a catch out of the backfield to Jake Otker, the senior. As you'll see on the Northwestern Mutual Instant Replay, he does the rest after making one man miss, takes it to the house, and Pittsfield has the early 7-0 lead.
Helena Agri, Camp Point, Illinois, is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Central Illinois Athletics. For all your seed, fertilizer, and chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agri, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, and Matt Hughes, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 593-7761 for Helena Agri of Camp Point.
Jake Otker with a big touchdown play for the Sockies, 61 yards on the catch. Point after was good by Marable. And gives Pittsfield an early 7-0 lead on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard.
Pretty good juke move, and then being able to fight through some arm tackles and
ran away from guys.
Yeah, just ran away, which Jake Ocker is a pretty good runner. He's one of the best 400 runners I've seen in a long time.
The Sockies worked through a bad punting situation earlier. Got a good defensive stop, and then a touchdown. So things going well for Pittsfield in this last little bit. Here's a squibber on the ground, going to be taken on a hop here by Elijah Scott. Scott looks for a blocker, has a hole there, going to be hit around the 42-yard line and taken down. Call it the 43, and that's where the Trojans will start first and 10 with 6 minutes, 41 seconds to play in the opening period. So the Sockies have the 7-0 lead. And here come the Trojans back on the offensive side for the second time on the night.
Haven't really seen Auburn go to the ground like we thought we would.
And if you look at their stats, that's what they do mostly is run the football.
Right. And maybe they're trying to catch the Sockies off guard by going through the air, but I think when your bread and butter is on the ground, that's where I would stick.
Well, Pittsfield has had trouble stopping the run this season.
Yeah.
First and 10 for the Trojans. They'll give it off on an end around. This is to Hunter Piper on the jet sweep. Piper gets turned back inside and taken down near the 46-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play will bring up a second down and 7. Called second down, 7 yards to go for Auburn on the jet sweep. Justin's favorite play.
He only ran 75 yards to get that 3.
He ran them well, though. Scott is the man split out to the bottom of your screen. Smith is in the shotgun. Puts a man in motion again. This time gives it off to Chrissy, right up the gut. Short gain, shy of the 50, down at the 48-yard line, 2-yard pickup, and it's quickly 3rd down and 5 for Auburn. So 3rd down and 5 yards to go from the far hash. Trojans are quick to the line here. Still plenty of time on the play clock. Smith is really deep in that shotgun. He is back to pass. Penalty flag flies first, though. And we'll get our first penalty of the night. And it appears to be a false start going to be called against the Trojans. So false start is the call. That will move them back 5 yards and make it a 3rd down and 10. So 3rd and 10 from the 44-ish yard line.
Well, it was about a 4-yard penalty.
4 yards, 5 yards, tomato, green jacket, gold jacket, who cares? 2 receivers wide to either side. Smith is in the shotgun by himself. The freshman signal caller puts a man in motion to the outside. He is back to pass, looking to set up a screen. Has it to his man in Hunter Piper. Piper breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and has the first down. Sockies had some chances at him there, could not get him to the ground all the way to the Pittsfield 43-yard line to pick up a 13 yards on the play, and an Auburn 1st and 10.
Piper bobbled that ball a little bit, almost dropped it, and then was able to get his bearings about him and make a pretty good run.
1st and 10 to the Pittsfield 43-yard line. Smith takes a snap. He'll hand it off to Chrissy. Chrissy with a head of steam is going to meet Zane Perry right at just near the line of scrimmage, maybe to the 41. Give him a 2-yard gain on the play. It's a 2nd down and 8. Nice job by the senior defensive lineman for the Sockies to upend Chrissy, not allowing him to pick up much more.
Pittsfield usually does a pretty good job on the interior. It's on the outside contain where they usually lose ground.
2 receivers to the left is Smith again in the shotgun. He'll hand it off again to Chrissy. Good hole up the middle. He keeps the legs moving, takes it down near the 36-yard line. 5-yard pickup on the play by Chrissy. And it's 3rd down and 3 in what would be 4-down territory for the Trojans. 4:45 and the clock rolling here in quarter number 1. Pittsfield with the early 7-0 advantage on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. 3rd down and 3. Smith tries to draw the Sakis off sides. They don't budge. Now looks to the sideline for the play call. Takes the snap, hands it off to Chrissy. Chrissy with a good hole on the right side. Has the first down and more. Tripped up, taken down. Might have been a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets it down to the 25-yard line. An 11-yard pickup on the play and a 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Nothing fancy, just right off the cheek of the right guard and an 11-yard pickup for Auburn. Quickly to the line again for the Trojans. Chrissy is very deep in the backfield, isn't he?
Yeah.
Now they'll pitch it out to, actually that's not Chrissy, that's Trey Boston. Boston looks for some running room. He's got yardage for a 1st down, it appears. He takes it to the 15, 10-yard pickup, and quickly a 1st and 10 again for Auburn. Or are they going to call it a 2nd and 3 inches? I would think you'd want to at least measure this. And now they're going to move the chains, are they not? Isn't that what the referee is signaling? He says, move them. Move the chains, here we go. Keep on rolling, baby. 1st and 10. From the 15-yard line, Trojans trying to respond here in the first. With just over 4 minutes to play in the period. Smith takes the snap, hands it off to Chrissy. Chrissy with a big hole up the gut once again. Inside the 10, down near the 6-yard line. 9-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be a 2nd down and a yard to go for Auburn. Picking up big yardage on the ground are the Trojans right now.
It's his 5th carry of this drive.
They'll give it off again to Chrissy over the left side. Tripped up, taken down by Otker, it looks like. And then Otker is slow to get up. They'll try to help him up. And now he says, not so fast. Down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Trojans from around the 4. And they need to get Otker out of the game here.
Yeah.
He is trying to get to the sideline, and now they'll get the trainer out there to take a look at him. He met the knee of Chance Chrissy with the front of his helmet, and he is a little bit shaken up. Tina Viley, the trainer for the Sakis, will take a look at him. As they do that, we'll step aside on Central Illinois Sports. Back to Auburn after this.
Game Masters has your only indoor archery range. Come in and sharpen your skills at our 40-yard range. This state-of-the-art facility has over 30 3D targets and a virtual simulator. We offer hourly and daily rates along with monthly and annual memberships. Our memberships include range access from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. so you can come in and shoot at your convenience. Check out our Facebook page to find our membership options and discounts. Game Masters, we're passionate about the outdoors.
At Geared Up, we specialize in offering a diverse range of apparel, spirit wear for your favorite team, caps, custom embroidery items, and a whole lot more. We offer top-notch quality products and unique designs, all with a customer-centric approach. Your satisfaction is our top priority. Whether you're planning for a big event, needing apparel to support your favorite team, or want to showcase your business with a variety of products, Geared Up is here to make it happen. You'll find us just off the square in Pittsfield at WeGearYouUp.com or by calling 217-407-4515. Windows and entryways are one of the most accessible ways to enhance the security and visual appeal of your home or business. Pike County Glass takes immense pride in our role of making our community a beautiful place to live. We make sure to design and install with your needs at the forefront of our mind. After all, no great service is worth doing if your customers aren't satisfied. Pike County Glass promises to create the products that you've always wanted to have for your property. Call Pike County Glass, 217-285-4275, or visit PikeCountyGlass.com.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Still taking a look at the injured player in Jake Otker here. He is now up to his feet with some assistance and a little bit woozy as he ran the front side of his helmet right into the knee of Chance Chrissy, and you could tell immediately kind of was startled there. And he'll get help to the sideline. Well, the senior Jake Otker, hate to see that for the Sakis, for that young man or anyone, so hopefully they can get a look at him. That'll bring Substitute into the game for the Sockies is Eli Terpstra. The sophomore will check in and play some line now as they'll move Moore back to that linebacker. Looks like Cade Perry's also checked in. It's 2nd and goal officially for the Trojans from the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door here, trying to get this game tied up. Smith in the shotgun. There's the ready for play whistle. Takes the snap, hands it off to Chrissy, trying to finish what he started, and he does as he stretches out and scores the touchdown for the Trojans. Chrissy over the right side where he's had some success tonight. And with 3:17 to play in the first, it is a 7-6 contest. Trojans will bring the kicker on for the extra point try to tie this one up. That's Levi Hunley in to kick for Auburn. We saw Hunley kick off, and the Trojans now think they might be a man short, and they will run somebody in here. Good drive for the Trojans. Took it down the field, mostly on the ground. We talked about that first drive. We were kind of surprised they didn't run it more, and that time they kind of ran it at will.
Yeah, they had 7 carries for 35 yards for Chrissy on that drive.
Hunley in for the extra point attempt here. He says he's ready. Thought we were going to get a snap. Snap is down, kick is up. The kick is a line drive. It's right through the uprights, and it is good to tie the game up at 7 points apiece on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. 3:17 to play in the first on Central Illinois Sports.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Well, the Trojans with a quick response to the Saki touchdown. They started the drive at their own 43-yard line at the 6:41 mark. Take it down and score on a run from 2 yards out by Chance Chrissy at the 3:17 mark. And this game is tied up at 17 points apiece on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Sakis look like they're going to be without Jake Godker for the rest of the night. He scored that lone touchdown on one of his finest runs of the season. So that means you'll have to see some more Nick Merriman, who is back and healthy. That's a good sign for them in the backfield. Makes you some Ryan Harris in the backfield, the sophomore. Hunley has it teed up, ready to kick it off. He kicked it deep last time towards Dominic Cooper. And let's see if the Trojans want to try to keep up the same direction, and they will. Cooper will take it at about the 20-yard line. Going to run forward to the 25, now 30. Little stutter step and tries to break free. Gets outside and just is tackled by the shoe tops. Penalty flag looks like it flies in right at the end as well. Right now it's at the 35-yard line, but let's wait and see what this flag is about, Justin. It looks like the referee will tell us. The initial signal is a what? Just say it. It looks like they're signaling it against Pittsfield.
Blocking the back, maybe? Well, they're walking backwards that way. Just didn't say it.
They'll move the ball back to the 25, and that's where the Sakis will have a 1st and 10 with 3:10 to play here in the first. So legal block was the call. 1st and 10 for the Sakis. They'll come out with trips to the right-hand side. Merriman is the running back next to Anderson in the backfield.
Might give Jaden Moore a chance for some more action. He had a really good running game last week and a heck of a job on
Anderson fakes the pitch. He's going to stay on his feet. He's got some big running room to the outside of the 40-yard line before he ducks out of bounds. Call it the 42-yard line officially. And that'll be enough for a Saki 1st and 10 as Anderson takes it 17 yards on 1st down. He's shown his speed when he gets out of the open at times.
It was quite the fake right there. I didn't know what to say about it there. Really sold it.
A little pirouette and had all kinds of traffic around him, but hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
First and 10 from the 42-yard line for the Sockies. They'll hand it off this time to Merriman. Merriman up the middle, has a good gain, just shy of midfield to the 49-yard line. A pickup of 7 yards on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 3 for Pittsfield. Good to see Nick Merriman, as we told you back up there, dealing with a toe injury. Really never stopped playing on the defensive side much, but it really limited his ability to run the football.
I think it hurt to plant and move, and it's good to see him back.
Trips right. Ball just shy of midfield for the Sockies here from their own 49. They'll put Merriman out in motion. Anderson will keep it up the middle. He's got the first down. Still fighting for yardage. Takes it to the 44-yard line of Auburn. Give him a 7-yard gain and a Socky 1st and 10. Another good run. Here comes Ryan Harris into the backfield for the Sockies as he'll check Nick Merriman out for just a few moments. Harris has had some huge games at the sophomore level. He's split out on the left-hand side now, along with Taylor Graham. Sockies go with a naked backfield. Still 12 seconds on the play clock. Now we see a penalty flag fly, and the referee on this side will call a sideline warning against the Sockies.
There's a flag on the play. Sideline warning. Offset.
So no actual penalty, just a warning. Next time it will be a penalty. I don't know who was impeding the referee that time, as the play caller was behind him, and there was nobody in front of him, but
the chain gang, maybe?
Some guys just wake up angry. Trips right. They'll put Graham in motion from the left to the right. They'll hand it off to him on the jet. He'll cut it up the middle. Has some good running room there. Graham fighting for yardage inside the 35, near the 34. It's going to be close to a first down, depending on the spot. Let's wait and see where they do spot it. They'll call it 2nd and 1, so give them a 9-yard gain. 2nd and a yard to go with just over a minute to play in this first quarter. 7 all our score. Sockies on the move here, though. Again, naked backfield for Anderson. Takes the snap, gets it out in the flats. That's to Graham. Graham met with some resistance right away, and now will be taken down after a short gain. Should be enough for the first down, though, depending on the spot, as they only needed about a half of a yard. Let's wait and see what they say. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 33. 1-yard pickup. That's it up for a Socky 1st and 10. Merriman checks back into the backfield with the fresh set of downs. Graham and Ferguson to the right side of the formation. Anderson calls the line set. Takes the snap, hands it off. That's to Merriman on the left side. He has a short gain on the play near the 30-yard line. 3-yard pickup on first down. 2nd down and 7 for the Sockies on the 3-yard pickup. And barring a penalty or an incomplete pass, this very well could be the last play of the first quarter. Sockies at the 30-yard line of the Auburn Trojans. Trips right. Anderson is back to pass, looking to his right, pump fakes, now pulls it down, throws it downfield. There's Marable, but a nice play in the end zone to break that one up by Coy Grossner. He was Marable, but Grossner met him and hit the ball out of his hands, as you'll see on the Northwestern Mutual. Instant replay. Anderson saw something early, then with the pump fake, brought it back in. Once he threw it downfield, that gave Grossner a little time to catch up and break that one up. 3rd down, clock stop. They'll give it off to Merriman, looking for some running room along the right side. No, Anderson actually pulled it himself on the left side, fooled everybody that time, and gets good yardage. In fact, enough, it appears to be for a first down. Down to the 23-yard line, 7-yard pickup on the play, and that'll be a Socky 1st and 10. Really good read that time by Anderson. He fooled everybody, including the broadcast team, and that's going to take us to the end of quarter number 1. Pittsfield 7, Auburn 7 after 1. Back with second quarter action on Central Illinois Sports after this.
Press Yours on You and the Walker family are starting their 20th year of serving the Camp Point community and surrounding areas by helping businesses, schools, and families with custom solutions that stand out. For businesses and organizations, we've got you covered with professional screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, and custom banners. From team apparel to promotional products, we'll help your brand shine. Come see why Press Yours on You has been trusted for 20 years. Press Yours on You, right on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Find us on Facebook. And from our family to yours, thank you for shopping local.
Dear Western Grain Services Incorporated is proud to be Western Illinois' full-service feed and grain resource. DGS provides the knowledge, service, and products that will help you and your operation succeed. Our field staff covers Adams, Brown, Hancock, McDonough, Pike, and Schuyler counties and takes pride in making farm calls to work with you and provide the best nutritional program for your animal. Our full line of trucks and service locations can provide for a variety of your needs. Give them a call at 217-696-4461 or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
7-7 the score as we're ready to start quarter number 2. Sockies have the ball first and 10 to the 23-yard line of the Auburn Trojans to start the second period.
Ferguson down here on the bottom. Split out, and
they'll put a man out in motion and back to pass. There's Ferguson. You call, but they'll get the touchdown. They fake the pass into the flats, get Ferguson wide open, and it's a 23-yard connection from Anderson to Ferguson for the Socky score. Makes it a 13-7 Socky lead and will bring Marable on for the extra point tries. We're just underway here in quarter number 2. Again, the holder is Taylor Graham. Good snap, hold down, kick up. Kick is deep enough. Did it stay between the uprights? Yes, it did. Makes it a 14-7 Socky lead on the first play of quarter number 2. Jonas Anderson connects with fellow senior Caden Ferguson for the touchdown from 23 yards out, and the Sockies lead Auburn 14-7.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon guys. To get it right the first time, Braden, Doug, Corby, and the Damon Plumbing crew can take care of you. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
Sockies get the score on the first play of the second quarter. They lead 14-7 on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. As Taylor Graham will tee it up and kick it off for the Sockies from the 40-yard line.
Auburn really got complacent on that play. They knew that screen to Taylor Graham had happened twice already tonight, and they're like, yep, we know what this is.
Really set it up, and then went to it, did the Sockies that time.
Yeah, that was good play call.
Graham has the ready for play whistle. He will try an onside kick attempt that takes a bounce in the Sockies' favor. It's a loose ball, and it looks like Pittsfield has it. Did they touch it early is the only question. The referees have made no signal yet, and now a penalty flag will fly in from the back. The white hat now, I believe, is going to say that it was touched by the Sockies before it crossed the 10-yard required line.
I don't know. He had a good look at that.
Well,
and this line judge didn't call it. I mean, I honestly think that's the right call.
I agree. They're going to wave the flag off, and it'll be Pittsfield football.
Oh, my.
So Pittsfield will recover the onside kick. I think.
I think he.
What, did Pittsfield not recover the kick?
Pittsfield recovered the kick, but
they're going to give the ball to Auburn. So go ahead. What was the call? They're going to get the ball to the 50-yard line for Auburn. And I don't know. Auburn's going to have the ball on offense.
Okay.
Because Stone Cold said so, I guess. From the 50-yard line, 11:54 to play in the half. Smith in the gun. Hands it off to Chrissy, looking for running room on the left side, and he's found some. Breaks a tackle, still on his feet. He might take this one to the house, being chased down from behind by Ferguson, and finally does take him down, but not before he gets all the way to the Saukey 13-yard line. 37-yard pickup on the play by Chrissy, and a big chunk on first down. 11:45 to play in the half. Auburn trying to make this one a shootout here tonight. Two receivers wide to either side. Smith again in the shotgun. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff. Passes on the left side, that's to Piper. Piper looking for room on the outside, and not much there. Looks like he'll take it down to about the 9-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 6. Second down, 6 yards to go for Auburn. Smith again in the gun. You got to give it to Chrissy here, right?
No, I would.
And they will. Penalty flag flies. Chrissy taken down near the 9-yard line, so no gain here. It's a hold against the Trojans. The Saukey's will want to move that one back. I would think.
It was behind the line of scrimmage, I believe. So
it would go from the line back to the 19. Or you could take the stop in there, but I think you're going to want to move him back here for sure.
Yeah, I
for
think I
sure. So that will make it a 2nd and 15 now. Following the hold from about the 19-yard line. Trojans can still pick up a first down without having to score a touchdown here. Two receivers left, a single man to the right-hand side. Smith in the shotgun. Puts a man in motion, fakes to the motion man, gives it off to Chrissy. Looking for the outside on the left. Tripped up, taken down after a short gain. Ferguson again on the stop. Looks like he's near the 14-yard line on a 5-yard pickup. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10.
81 yards for Chrissy so far this evening.
3rd and 10. The clock counting down here. Just under 11 minutes to play in the half. Trojans doing a lot of switching on the personnel side. Chrissy thought he was out. Now he's back in. Trips bunch to the right side. A little confusion here, but still 12 seconds on the play clock. They'll pitch it on the inside. That is to Trey Boston. Boston looking for the outside. Doesn't find much. Gets it to around the 10-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play, and it's going to be 4th down and 6.
Good job by Ferguson again, getting in there and hitting Boston, not letting him get out for a big run.
So a 4th down and 6 yards to go, deep in Saukey territory, down to the 10-yard line for the Trojans. They're looking to the sideline for the play call here with 19 seconds on the play clock. Thought we might see a timeout, but now everybody headed back out to the action here. Smith will call the line set with 8 seconds on the play clock. Got to get a receiver here. They will send Smith back to pass. Rolling to his right, looking downfield toward the end zone. Graham knocks it away, and the Saukey defense will hold. Graham with the pass breakup in the end zone. Intended receiver was number 2. That's Hunter Piper. It's an incomplete pass. It'll be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. At the 9:36 mark of the first half of play. Let's watch it again on the Northwestern Mutual Instant Replay. They went right at probably the Saukey's best defensive back in Taylor Graham, and he did his job well. Graham with the deflection. He works on that in basketball practice. Ball side hand, right? Right, Coach?
Don't ask me. I
wasn't talking to you.
I don't play basketball.
Two receivers to the left-hand side. Saukeys are back deep in their own territory at their own 10-yard line. See if they can go on a long drive here. Anderson in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Going to keep it himself. Looking for running room. Trying to break it to the outside. Breaks one tackle and gets up near the 16-yard line. 6-yard pickup on the play by the senior quarterback for the Saukeys. Will bring up a 2nd down and around 4 yards to go.
56 yards on the ground for Anderson.
They'll find the ball. Yeah, well, it wasn't on the big line, big fella. Come on now. He moved it back to the 16. 2nd and 4. Anderson takes the snap. Now drops it, picks it up, going to heave it downfield, down the middle of the field. The jump ball, Graham will have it be picked off. Picked off on the play as Anderson just chucked it blindly down the field. Ledger Munns is the man to pick it off, and the Trojans will take over following the INT at the Saukey 47-yard line with 9 minutes to play in this first half. So the Saukeys got the big defensive stop and then give it back quickly to the Trojans on the interception. This play kind of doomed from the start as Anderson had trouble with the snap, then heaved it downfield, underthrown, and Graham did all he could to try to break that one up, but a nice play by Ledger Munns. 1st and 10 with 9 minutes to play in the first half from the 47-yard line here. Going to get a heavy dose of Chance Chrissy, I would say, as he'll get the handoff on first down. Runs over the left side, is stacked up now, and Jaden Moore will drag him backwards to the 46-yard line. 3-yard pickup on the play on first down for Chrissy, as he approaches that 100-yard mark once again, as he's been there most of the season, coming in with over 800 yards rushing. 2nd down, and it is a long 7. And we're going to see a timeout, it looks like, for Auburn. They've got everybody and their brother off the ball here. I think they're going to call a time. I don't know why else you'd go all the way back there. We see a flag?
There's a flag, I guess.
Oh. Illegal formation is the call. Delayed call there. All right, so get rid of that play, Justin, altogether.
No run by Chris.
There was not a run that happened. You just thought it had. Back to the 49-yard line here.
Well, I don't. You got me.
And it's 1st and 15.
All right.
Smith is back to pass, looking to his left. Has a man open downfield, but underthrows him. Ryan Harris actually the clossest man to that ball. He just wasn't sure the ball was in the air yet. Coy Grosser, the intended receiver. It'll bring up 2nd down and 15. Clock stops on the incompletion this time. New rule, 8:21 to play in the half. Gives us an opportunity to remind you about the Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper. They've been serving Pike County since 1991. Check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. Trojans send all the skill guys almost all the way to the sideline to get the play call. I'm not sure I've ever seen quite like that. Yeah. They'll have a couple of wing backs this time. And they'll fake the handoff to Chrissy. Back to pass. Merriman giving chase. Tries to get to the man, and he does. On the quarterback sack, Nick Merriman just relentless on the approach that time. Back to the 41. Loses 8 yards on the play on the quarterback sack against Smith. And it's 3rd down and 23. Really high-quality hustle play that time by the junior linebacker for the Saukeys. Coming from that left side of the formation, as you'll see on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. Unblocked and then just kept on with the chase until he accomplished the task at hand. 3rd down and 23 yards to go. Smith in the shotgun. He is back to pass. All kinds of time to throw it here as he stands tall in the pocket, looking downfield. Has a man open. That's Ledger Munns. Munns has it, and he's got the 1st down. Really good job by the offensive line that time for Auburn to give him plenty of time. That's a 26-yard gain on the play and a 1st and 10 to the Saukey 35-yard line.
Saukey secondary got caught watching that time, not knowing where any of the receivers were in their zone.
Trojans quick to the line here. Smith calls the line set, calls for the snap. He hands it off. That is to Chrissy. Chrissy ping-ponging off a couple of guys, but not going to gain anything here. In fact, he'll lose a yard back to the 36-yard line to make it 2nd down and 11. 7:13 to play in this first half. Why is the clock stopped? We have a penalty flag. Face mask against the Saukeys, it looks like here possibly. Your mic's still on, fella.
Well, he said dope.
Dope.
Yeah, it was on the scoreboard down there.
Oh, it was Homer Simpson.
It was Homer.
Personal foul face mask against the Saukeys. So that'll be a 1st down added to the end of the run, so that should take the ball to around the 21-yard line. Or as it is here, the 20-yard line. He likes big lines and he cannot lie. 1st and 10 to the Saukey 21. 20. Call it officially the 20. Quit arguing with yourself. Smith in the shotgun here on this 1st and 10. Hands it off to Chrissy. Chrissy is hit, taken down. Good play by Cade Perry. No, that was Cade Perry along with Colin Throne that time. In on the stop.
Yeah.
2nd and 11 on the play after the 1-yard loss. Saki's really crashing hard on the outside. Got to be wary of that, as if Smith does pull it, he's probably open around that end, because Pittsfield really biting hard on Chrissy. Wouldn't you? Smith takes the snap. He's back to pass. Looking to his left, now back to the right. Has it completed out into the flats. Catching at that time is Grossner. He'll take the ball to around the 19-yard line. 2-yard pickup on the play. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9 here as it goes out of bounds, stops the clock. 3rd down and 9 from the 19. 4-down territory for the Trojans. Pair of receivers split to the left-hand side. They'll send a man out to the right, and Ledger Munns. He had the big interception to get the takeaway here just a few moments ago. Smith is back to pass. Has some time. Throws it to his left. It is in and out of the hands that time of the intended receiver in Grossner. And it'll bring up a 4th down and 9. Grossner was open and probably close to the 1st down mark.
Yeah, there was kind of no help there in the middle of the field.
So another 4th down play. Pittsfield's defense trying to get another stop. Auburn's offense trying to keep this drive going. And
timeout, Pittsfield.
We get a whistle and a timeout taken by the Sakis, their 2nd of the half. It's the Adams Fiber timeout. Hey, folks, join the winning team. Contact Adams Fiber. They keep you going whether it's game day or every day. Adams.net or call 217-214-3423.
Bostard Farm Equipment is Western Illinois' resource for equipment, service, and parts. Check out our large selection of used equipment online or stop by our dealership in Camp Point, Illinois on Route 24, just east of Quincy.
6:05 to play in the half as the Sakis call the timeout, their 2nd of the half on the Adams Fiber timeout. Auburn has the ball 4th and 9 from the Pittsfield 19-yard line. All right, big play here in this contest right now.
Last time they went to the air and tried throwing to Munns with Taylor guarding him, and that didn't work out. Let's see what they do this time.
They're going to roll the quarterback out to the left-hand side. He's got some pressure now from the blind side, and Nick Merriman's going to get him again. Merriman with a 2nd sack on this attack. Takes him back to the 35-yard line. Loses 16 yards and a turnover on downs as the junior linebacker with another big play for the Sakis with 5:59 to play in the 1st half. Merriman again, just another relentless pursuit, as you'll see on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. Sakis will get the ball after the turnover on downs from their own 35-yard line. Well, you could kind of see it. A regular camera person is off today, obviously. Good help's hard to find.
Sometimes you get what you pay for.
Pittsfield takes over 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Anderson will hand it off. That's to Ryan Harris. Harris is still fighting for yardage, giving forward progress to the 41-yard line. How about a 6-yard gain by the sophomore running back on his first touch of the night, and it's 2nd and 4 for the Sakis. I'm talking, this kid is a dynamic runner for Pittsfield. He looks like one of those kids that is not necessarily running hard. He just kind of glides. And really a hard guy to bring down. A young sophomore at that. Could very easily be a freshman. 2nd and 4 here. 2 receivers wide to either side. They'll move Harris to the left of the quarterback, Anderson. Fake the handoff. Anderson now keeps it himself, and it gets caught in the backfield. Going to be taken down on the play as Chance Chrissy gets a hold of him. Slings him backwards to the 36-yard line. Loses 5 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. So 3rd and 9 on that play as Anderson and Harris were not on the same page as Anderson went to hand the ball off opposite side that Harris was on. 3rd and 9 here. No help over the top with Taylor Graham on this side, though. Now Anderson has some pressure, steps up in the pocket, penalty flag in the backfield, then gets hit near the 36. All kinds of flags, and it's going to be holding against the Sakis. With the result of the play, I think the Trojans will just turn it down as it's no gain, no loss. I think they would turn it down on the holding penalty against Pittsfield.
I think I would, but yeah, it declined.
And it'll bring up 4th down and 9, and the Sakis will bring the punt team onto the field.
So No gain, no loss, you said?
Yep, no gain, no loss to the 36, still 4th and 9. As Graham will drop back to punt.
See if they can get a little further than the last punt.
Well, over the lineman would be good. An improvement anyway. Graham counting to make sure he has enough guys on the field. He says, we need one. Probably usually where you would see Otker. They'll bring Merriman out there.
Probably.
Still 7 seconds on the play clock. Good snap for Graham this time, but a whistle, and they'll call.
Nick never got set.
A false start.
There is a flag on the play.
So that'll move it back 5 yards.
Dead ball. All-star offense.
On the false start penalty.
Yeah, Merriman jumped.
So I'll move the ball back to the 31 and call it a 4th and 14. Move the ball back to the 29, and that's not 5 yards. From the 36 to the 29, the old 7-yard penalty.
Okay.
Maybe they should have had hashes.
That looked like
somebody was offside.
Offside,
This
yeah.
one nearly blocked. It'll be headed toward the sideline and
good bounce.
Go out of bounds right at the 42. That is where the Trojans will have it with 4:04 to play in the half. They trail Pittsfield by a 14-7 count. Gives us an opportunity to remind you about our friends at Bowler's Universe. Come out and enjoy the fun at Bowler's Universe in Pittsfield Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Fridays, 11 to midnight. Saturdays, 4 to midnight. A great food selection, cold drinks, and a good time with your friends at Bowler's Universe in Pittsfield. So the Trojans take over 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line here. They also get the ball to start the second half, so trying a little 2-for-1 action if they could get a score on this drive. They'll hand the ball off on the left-hand side. Ball carrier here is Trey Boston, it appears. Boston is taking it down up to the 49-yard line. Give him a gain of 8 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 2. Second down, 2 yards to go, right at midfield. Trojans have all 3 timeouts, should they need them on this drive. Pittsfield's defense has had a couple big stops tonight, deep in their own territory. Now Smith shouts out some instructions to his running back. Saki's nearly jump off sides. Smith is back to pass. Gets to that back foot, throwing it downfield, looking in the middle of a lot of traffic, and it's caught. Caught, and Elijah Scott will go for a touchdown. There were 3 Sakis and 1 Auburn Trojan, and the Auburn Trojan comes away with the football and the score for Auburn. 3:25 to play in the half, a 51-yard touchdown connection to Elijah Scott, and the Trojans an extra point away from tying this game up. Sakis defensively just stopped. Weren't sure that he had caught the ball. He had, and he rushed right away from everyone for the score. As Hunley is on for the extra point attempt. To try to tie this one up at 14 points apiece just before the half. Good snap, hold down, kick is up. The kick looks to be good, and it is. Tied at 14 points apiece on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. A strange-looking play, but it goes for a touchdown for the Trojans as Smith finds Scott in the middle of 3 defenders. He does the rest, and the Trojans and Sakis are tied at 14.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
3 minutes, 25 seconds to play in the half. A 14-all contest on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard as the Trojans with just a 2-play drive for a score on the 51-yard connection from Levi Smith to Elijah Scott.
If you're the Sakis here, you want to maintain the ball for the rest of the quarter.
And Auburn gets the ball to start the second half. You don't want to give them another chance to score here and then get the ball to start the period.
Good sustained drive here. First, we've got to get the kickoff.
Hunley will put this one in the air. The Sockies will have Ferguson taking it about the 15-yard line. 20-25, 30 before he meets some resistance. Good hole up the middle. Ferguson with a nice return out near the 46-yard line. And that's where Pittsfield will have it first and 10 with 3:19 to play in this first half. Good special teams play by the Sockies and the senior Caden Ferguson. McCartney Storage, located on the north end of Pittsfield. A great place to store your boats, RVs, extra vehicles, and more. With affordable monthly rates, there's no reason to look anywhere else. Winter is coming. Make sure to get your spot today. Call Michael at McCartney Storage, 217-248-0011. First and 10 from their own 46-yard line for the Sockies. Trips left. Had the interception on the last time they had the ball. Anderson is back to pass. Gets it to Marable out in the flats. Good blocking out in front from Cooper and Graham. Marable will be taken down inside Trojan territory to the 48-yard line. They'll pick up on the play of 6 yards. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 4. So 2nd and 4, clock rolling here with 3 minutes to play in the half. Sockies still have a timeout in their back pocket. Trips right. Anderson looks to the sideline for the play call. Calls the line set with 15 seconds on the play clock. Merriman's out in motion. They'll keep it with Anderson running right behind the right side. That's the Perry side of the line, and that'll be enough for a Socky first down. Down to the 42-yard line, 6-yard pickup and a 1st and 10 for the Sockies. To get the box set, they'll start the clock.
7th first down for the Sockies on the evening.
Trips right again. Cooper, the man to the left-hand side. They'll hand the ball off to Merriman. Nope, they won't. Anderson kept it that time, and just not a good decision. Going to lose back to the 49-yard line. A loss of 7 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and 17. Should have been a definite give that time.
Yeah, I don't know what he saw there. I mean, the man was already in the backfield.
So 2nd and long. Jonas Anderson in the shotgun. He'll get it out quickly into the flats. It's again to Marable. Marable with a stiff arm, working on the outside, down the sideline. Still on his feet. This way, stepped out of bounds near the 43. Pick up of 6 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 11. So 3rd and 11 with 1:51 to play in the half. Depending on what kind of yardage you pick up here, you could be in 4-down territory. But if you don't pick up much here, let's say you have an incompletion. If I'm Pittsfield, I'm punting and trying to make Auburn drive the field in less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Anderson in the shotgun. He is back to pass. Fakes with the shimmy shake. Throws it downfield, up for grabs, and it's picked off once again. That's Trey Boston on the interception. Cooper will take him down right near the 24-yard line, and that's where the Trojans will have it on the 2nd interception of the night. Trey Boston with the takeaway. 1:38 to play in this first half. So another Trojan takeaway on a ball again, just kind of thrown up for grabs, and it is grabbed by Boston. And now the Trojans with 3 timeouts, 1:38 from their own 24, a chance to try to get another score on the board. If they don't, they still get the ball to start quarter number 3. They've had some big plays on the passing side, too, in this half. So everything open in the playbook here for Coach Gardner and company. Smith is back to pass, rolling to his left, trying to get the shoulder square, looks across the middle field, ball tipped and incomplete.
Oh, almost caught.
Jaden Moore got the tip on that one, 2nd and 10.
Where are we at over there? The
24, we'll call it.
24.
Drive started with 1:38 to play in the half. 2nd and 10 following the incompletion here. They get the ball set. Trips left, split out to the wide side of the field. Chrissy stands to the right of the quarterback, Smith. Smith is back to pass, trying the quick hitter out to the left-hand side, looking for Elijah Scott. Scott with some blockers out in front. Stays in bounds, is up to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 11 yards on the play. That'll be enough for a first down.
Who caught that? I'm sorry.
Scott that time, number 3 on the reception to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, clock moving. Smith, the freshman QB. Calls for the snap, hands it off to Chrissy. Chrissy with running room up the middle, runs over Merriman, still on his feet as he breaks to the outside. Down the far sideline now. Chrissy at the 20. He's at the 15 where he steps out of bounds. Looks like he's officially going to be marked down around the 17-yard line.
Walked out of bounds again by Caden Ferguson, able to chase him down. That's the second big run.
48-yard gain, though, on the play, and a big play by the Trojans with 1:12 to play in the half. They're deep in Saki territory to the 17.
127 yards on 13 carries for Chance Chrissy.
Smith in the shotgun, going to pitch it to the right-hand side. This is to Boston. Boston looking for some room. He's driven backwards now to the 15-yard line. So forward progress to the 15, 2-yard pickup. It'll bring up a second down and 8 yards to go. And the the Trojans will call the timeout. They're first of the half on the Adams Fiber timeout. 1:04 to play in the half. Pittsfield and Auburn tied at 14. Auburn's on the move, though, when we come back.
Are you as excited as we are that football season is back? Then you need to make Jersey's your one-stop destination for mouth-watering burgers, ice-cold beer, and all your local sporting events. So gather your crew and speed over to one of Jersey's 2 locations, 109 East Jefferson and Camp Point, or 115 East Main Street, Mount Sterling. Jersey's Bar and Grill, your hometown sports bar.
We love beer!
Timeout taken. You're on the Adams Fiber timeout, whether it's game day or every day. Adams Fiber here to keep you going with high-speed internet that won't let you down no matter what life throws at you. It's Adams Fiber, local and providing the ultimate internet experience. Visit adams.net. 2nd and 8 for the Trojans following the timeout. 1:04 to play in the half. Still 2 timeouts for Auburn. Now they'll switch the formation up a bit and put Scott on the right side of the formation, so 2 wide to either side. Smith in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Looking left. Now has some pressure. Going to try to step up and run it along the sideline. Hit out of bounds on a big hit by Jaden Moore right along the sideline. A clean hit to the 15-yard line. No gain, no loss on the play. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. So no gain, no loss. Big hit by Jaden Moore on that play. As he's, the last couple of weeks, as we told you, Justin, kind of playing like a man possessed.
He flies around on defense. He's not afraid to give all on his hits.
Had some good closing speed, as you saw in the Northwestern Mutual instant replay there. Thanks to Sheila Davidsmeyer and her team for providing that feature on Central Illinois Sports. 3rd down and 8. Clock stopped as the man went out of bounds with 55.9 seconds to play. Smith kind of puts his hands on his knees and says, all right, there's my breath I was looking for. He'll hand it off to Chrissy. Chrissy, big hole left side, and a penalty flag flies right at the end of the play. He's down to the 9-yard line. That would be a 6-yard gain, but it's going to be a hold against the Trojans, and the Sakis will accept this penalty.
That'll be the 3rd penalty on the Trojans for 25 yards.
That'll move them back here to the 25 or so. Or was he in front of the line?
I don't think so.
It's very close.
Yeah.
Could maybe be around the 23. Well, it sure as heck can't be there. That's like the 21. Call it the 22. Oh, I love coming this direction. 2nd and 15. 3rd and 15. It is still a 10-yard penalty, right? That's probably what the Saki sideline's asking. It's still a 10-yard penalty on holding? Clock moving now. They'll put a man in motion. Smith fakes to the motion man. Now going to try to set up the little screen. This is to Piper. Piper taken down quickly by the Saki defense. Now a penalty flag flies in late from the far side. As Smith is taken down to the 21-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain, but what's the flag about here?
They call it face mask, I believe. I didn't see it, though, but I'm not on the field. They're still talking about it. Sakis are backing up.
Face mask against the Sakis. So a penalty here. That'll move the ball to the half the distance to the goal, to the 11-yard line. It should still be 3rd down and about 4 yards to go.
How many yards is that on half the distance?
7.
7. I didn't know where we were at.
Clock, I wouldn't think would start on a defensive penalty. The referee definitely wound it, but it shouldn't start, right, on a defensive penalty. That wouldn't make a lot of sense, would it?
I've seen stranger things this year.
Going to put 40 seconds on the game clock. It's third down and a short 4, long 3 from the 11-yard line for the Trojans here. They still have 2 timeouts left with 40 seconds to play in the half. Pittsfield's defense trying to bend but not break once again. Smith in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off to the left-hand side. This is to Boston. Boston bounces it outside. Sakis keep stringing him along, and they'll take him down around the 10-yard line. A gain of a yard of the play. It brings up a 4th down and 3. So 4th and 3, ran out of bounds. That stops the clock. Didn't have to take the timeout. Or did? Nope, they're going to say did not go out of bounds. Now they'll stop it with 28.7 seconds to play in the half.
Timeout Auburn.
On the Trojan timeout, gives us a chance to remind you about our friends at Reels Concrete across from the airport, your local headquarters for a great selection of concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches, just about anything you can think of. They've got it at Reels. Stop by and see them or call 217-285-5013. Also want to remind you about the Riverbank Bar and Grill, located on the banks of the Illinois River in Florence, Illinois. Riverbank is your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and a good time with your friends. Riverbank, open Wednesday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Fridays 11 to midnight, Sundays 11 to 8. They're also open during harvest season. Check out their Facebook page for the Riverbank Bar and Grill. Timeout by the Trojans. They can still pick up a 1st down without having to score a touchdown here.
Got to have a big stop here from the Saki defense.
4th and 3, first thing you want to do is make sure you're watching the ball.
Absolutely.
The ball is resting right on the 10-yard line here. Pittsfield's had 2 stops deep in their own end of the field. Do they have a 3rd one in them in this first half?
I think I'd watch for that little screen. Fake to Chrissy and that little screen. If I were them, I'd give it to Chrissy, but yeah. I could see him. They went to that screen pass several times.
Chrissy's not even in the game now as Boston's lined up in the backfield.
That makes sense.
Smith is back to pass, sets his feet, throws it up, heaves it up for grabs downfield. It is a leap, and is it a catch? No, out of bounds.
No catch.
Man could not keep his feet in bounds. That was Coy Grossner on the intended pass that time, and that is a turnover on downs. Sakis will have it 1st down and 10 yards to go on the turnover on downs from their own 10-yard line. They're a kneel away from going into halftime, tied at 14 points apiece.
Big stop.
Big stop by the Saki defense, and you look over to the sideline, and you see that Chrissy is talking with the trainer. That's why he wasn't out on the field. He's talking to the Auburn trainer, and you hate to see that if you're a Trojan fan.
Heck yeah. I mean, he's been big on both sides of the ball. You don't want to lose him.
He is upright, we can tell you. I think we would just see a kneel down for the Sakis here as Graham lines up in the shotgun around his own 5-yard line. He will take the snap and just try to run it around the end. So Saki's going to try to make maybe a little something happen here. Graham going to get outside, and he'll run out of bounds. There's if he could have just Patrick Mahomes did there, he could have had a late hit, too. He'll have enough, or close to a 1st down here, won't he, Justin, to around the 20-yard line?
Yeah, it looked like he was on.
Caught the 19, so just short, 2nd and a yard.
Sure, right. I mean, it looked like he went out on this side of the marker, but.
Yeah. Anderson in the shotgun. He's got to be really, really careful here if you're the Sakis. Trips right.
You don't want to have another pick.
Anderson will hand it off. That is to Merriman. Merriman right up the middle has the 1st down. Takes it to the 28-yard line. A pickup of 8 on the play, and that'll take us to halftime once they get the chains. Well, once they get the chains set, it'll take us to halftime.
Sakis have a timeout left? Or?
I don't think they're going to take it here, though. I think they're going to take the tie into halftime. And they will as the final seconds tick off the play clock, and we take you to the Little Chess Motors halftime show where the Pittsfield Sakis and Auburn Trojans are tied at 14 points apiece. Halftime stats and more your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Biggest tool sale of the year is back. Milwaukee Mayhem only runs a week. Danny, what you most excited about?
I'm excited for the M18 free 5.0 battery promotion. Buy select M18 tool, get a free 5.0 battery. Over 50 tools available, including this M18 fuel brushless grinder.
And on Saturday only, don't miss this. It's a tool trade-in. Bring a competitive tool and spend $250 in Milwaukee. We'll give you a $50 Farmers Buy gift card to take home. Danny, what else?
Also, we're going to have tons of doorbusters in the flyer with pack out M18 and M12 tools. Check out the flyer to see all the doorbusters available.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
My name's Matt Keplinger. A lot of people call me Kepi. I've been a trainer now for 17 years. When we get the new hires come through the door, I try to treat them like family. This individual right here sent me this today. There's not too many men I admire I can't do it. There's not too many men I admire or that has made an impact in my life, but you've made that list. This is one of the reasons that I love my job, getting messages like this. When my life needed purpose, I chose Dot.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are and where you want to go and designs a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today at SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. Northwestern Mutual is the marketing name for Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company and its subsidiaries in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. At Eagle Valley Bank, we have many products and services to meet your needs. However, we don't have so many choices that you feel overwhelmed. We can customize your banking needs and develop a financial strategy that best fits your life. We offer 5 convenient full-service locations in Bluffs, Griggsville, Meridosia, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield, and you can also bank online at eaglevalley.bank. Eagle Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At Blessing Health, our pediatrics team is with you and your family in the moments that matter most. From first steps to growing up healthy and strong, supporting their passions as their biggest cheerleader, and guiding them towards their dreams. Blessing Health, with you every step of the way. Visit us at blessinghealth.org to learn more and schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. A 14-all score here at the break. Halftime stats are brought to you in part by Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, here to help you with your next auto, residential, or commercial loan. Call Damon, 217-285-4404. Taking a look at scoring plays from the first half. Saki's got on the board first. 6:47 to play in the first. A 61-yard pass from Jonas Anderson to Jake Otker. The kick by Marable was good, and the Sakis led 7-0. Then with 3:17 to play in the first, a 2-yard run by Chance Chrissy got the Trojans on the board. Humbley put the extra point through the uprights and tied the game up at 7 points apiece. Pittsfield scored on the first play of the second quarter. 11:54 to play. A 27-yard pass from Anderson to Ferguson. Marable's kick was good. Pittsfield led 14-7. The Trojans got the final score of the half at the 3:25 mark of the second quarter. A 51-yard pass from Smith to Eli Scott. Hunley's kick was good to tie this game up at 14 points apiece. We'll take a break on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Justin's got a look at your individual and team stats next on Central Illinois Sports.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield and Wildcat Car Wash in Barry keep your ride and even your pets looking their best while enjoying the easiest, most rewarding wash experience around, all while supporting your locally owned car washes. With the Touch4 Wash app now available for use at both locations, you can earn points towards free washes, unlock discounts, and pay and start your wash right from your phone. Plus, we've upgraded with our new chemicals to give you the best clean and shine yet. Follow us on Facebook to stay updated on specials and promotions. Wash smarter, shine brighter, choose Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield or Wildcat Car Wash in Barry today.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
Hi, Jay Arnold here with Donahue's Barbershops and Family Hair Centers. You can find us in Pittsfield, 2 blocks west of Walmart, and Mount Sterling on Pittsfield Road, and on the south side of the square in Winchester. We have 6 full-time experienced barbers and cosmetologists to make sure you get the haircut you want. You never need an appointment because we only take walk-ins. Find us on Facebook, stop by and see us at one of our 3 locations soon.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show, a 14-all contest here at the break. Halftime stats are presented on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. We thank our friends at Little Jess. You'll find them at 3231 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Their staff is committed to making the car buying process simple, and they are here to ensure each customer's needs are met. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them right across from Quincy High School. Justin Poor with a look at your halftime stats.
Start with the Auburn Trojans. They had 8 first downs in the first half. Rushing, they had 133 yards on 23 carries, led by number 4, Chance Chrissy, who had 13 carries for 127 yards. Hunter Piper had 1 carry for 3 yards, and Trey Boston had 5 carries for 25 yards, and Levi Smith, after a couple of big sacks by Nick Merriman, ended up with negative 22 yards. On the passing side of things, they had 58 yards on 7 receptions and 12 attempts. Hunter Piper had 3 targets for 17 yards. Coy Gossner, number 11, had 5 targets for negative 4 yards. Number 7, Ledger Mounds, had 3 targets for 34 yards. And number 3, Elijah Scott, had 2 targets for 62 yards, that big 51-yard pass touchdown. They were penalized 3 times for 25 yards. Pittsfield Sockies had 8 first downs in the first half. 100 yards on the ground on 18 carries, led by number 4, Jonas Anderson, had 10 carries for 50 yards. Jake Cocker had 1 carry for 6 yards. Nick Merriman had 4 carries for 20 yards. Taylor Graham had 2 carries for 18 yards, and Ryan Harris had 1 carry for 6. Jonas Anderson went to the air 9 times, completed 5 of those for 39 yards and 2 interceptions. Leading receivers were Taylor Graham, had 4 targets for 4 yards. Bodie Marable had 3 targets for 12 yards. Caden Ferguson had 2 targets for 23 yards and a touchdown. And Jake Ocker had 1 target for 61 yards and a touchdown. The Sockies were penalized 3 times for 27 yards and, like I said, had 2 turnovers, both interceptions thrown by Anderson. Those are your halftime stats.
It is tied at 14 on the Little Chess Motors halftime show. We'll take a look at scores from the area next on Central Illinois Sports.
Sugar and Smoke, located on the west side of Pittsfield, offers the most delicious barbecue, ribs on the weekends, nachos, pony shoes, pork, chicken, and brisket. Reuben's so big, just ask for a box. Try the freezer meals by visiting their Facebook page. Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Loaded baked potatoes, appetizers, delicious desserts. Don't wait, grab the gang and head to 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0067. Sugar and Smoke, the talk of the area.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask Mid-State Insurance Agency in Pittsfield if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Griffin Signs in Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs in Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Case IH has been an innovators for over 30 years.
Case IH has, a great brand of equipment, various product lines from little tractors to big farm equipment.
Case IH is the only one that we've ever had, and it's definitely the customer service that we get from Case.
They're probably one of the top brands as far as it goes with innovation.
Keeps growing our business as well, and we have great products and people behind it.
Welcome back on the Little Chess Motors halftime show. A 14-all score here at the break. Pittsfield and Auburn. Socky defense has come up with a big couple of stops, couple of big takeaways for the Auburn defense. Obviously, both coaches are making some adjustments here at halftime, but really, Justin, both have to like the situation they're in here at the break.
Well, it's a brand new game coming back 7-7 or 14-14, I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
0-0 even.
So, yeah, 0-0, same score. Anyway, yeah. Go in, you make your adjustments at halftime, you find out what you did right, what you did wrong, come out and try to fix it.
We can look at some scores from around the area and around the state. Dupec leads Stockton 14-6 with 9 minutes to play in the third. Stockton, number 1 ranked team in Class 1A. Dupec having a very, very nice season as well. They thought that would be a battle, and it is. Also in the NUIC, Galena 33, Dakota nothing at the halftime break. We can tell you Camp Point Central holds a 52-0 lead at halftime over the Pleasant Hill Western Griggsville Perry Wolves. Quincy High School late in the second quarter, a 17-7 lead on top of Sterling. Rochester leads Springfield High 35-0 at halftime. That's a 5-2 Springfield High team, so Rochester having their way. At the half, Porta 14, Riverton 8 in the good contest in Sangamo action. Morrison in the NUIC leads Fulton 10-7 at half. Breese Mater Dei on top of St. Teresa out of Decatur 44-21 near the halftime break. We can also let you know that El Paso Gridley leads Mendota 13-7 at the break. Let's see, what else can we find for you here? Brown County's up 49-0 in their game at halftime as expected. As poor North Green, man, they got the toughest of the tough in the whole shebang. They got to play Brown County, Calhoun, and Camp Point Central this year.
Well, they really got handed a good crossover schedule, huh?
Yeah, tough one for sure. As both teams are making their way back out to the field. Illini West leads Alexis United 14-8 at halftime. West Hancock 26, Bureau Valley nothing at the half, as West Hancock trying to make a push towards the playoffs. Also can report that Casey Westfield on the eastern side of the state leads only Richland County 21-14 at halftime. Joliet Catholic, they've won a football game or two in their day. They lead 49-0 in their contest over De La Salle. And let's see if we can find another option for you. How about the Mariners? They won 6-2 today. They're a win away from the World Series.
Go Mariners.
3-2 lead. The old Mariners.
Anybody but the Dodgers.
Anybody but the Dodgers is my motto as well. Greenfield Northwestern led Triopia 21-6 early in the second quarter of that contest, as the Trojans need a win badly in these last 2 weeks to get that 5th win of the season and try to get into a playoff contention, but they've got a couple tough ones, including that game against Greenfield here tonight. Both teams are back out on the field with their final warm-ups. We'll step aside for our final break on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Second half action your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
Cascom is taking internet speed to the extreme with our brand new Ultra package, offering speeds up to 2 gigs. Sign up for Cascom today, and for 1 full year, you'll receive $10 off per month, $15 off per month for 500 megs, $20 off per month for 1 gig, $25 off per month for our brand new 2 gig package. With speeds this fast and deals this incredible, isn't it time you saw the light? Call Cascom today or visit us online to learn more. 800-252-1799.
Game Masters has your only indoor archery range. Come in and sharpen your skills at our 40-yard range. This state-of-the-art facility has over 30 3D targets and a virtual simulator. We offer hourly and daily rates along with monthly and annual memberships. Our memberships include range access from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. so you can come in and shoot at your convenience. Check out our Facebook page to find our membership options and discounts. Game Masters, we're passionate about the outdoors.
At Geared Up, we specialize in offering a diverse range of apparel, spiritwear for your favorite team, caps, custom embroidery items, and a whole lot more. We offer top-notch quality products and unique designs, all with a customer-centric approach. Your satisfaction is our top priority. Whether you're planning for a big event, needing apparel to support your favorite team, or want to showcase your business with a variety of products, Geared Up is here to make it happen. You'll find us just off the square in Pittsfield at WeGearYouUp.com or by calling 217-407-4515.
Just about ready for third quarter action, tied at 14 points apiece on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Sakis will tee it up to kick it off to start the second half as Bodie Marable is out there getting things set to roll.
Last kickoff, the Sakis tried the onside kick. It failed to go 10 yards before the Sakis touched it.
We guess. We don't know. We aren't really given a signal on this side.
That's what I saw. I'm kind of looking right down the line, but I never really saw a call made. But yeah,
Man,
that's
Auburn is really expecting an onside now. Now their coaches are like, hey, back up. What are you doing? This kid could kick it into the end zone.
Yeah, this kid is capable of kicking into the end zone.
Scott and Piper are back deep for the Trojans. And Marable's kick is a high kick that will drive Scott back to around the 20. He now drops the ball. Still having trouble picking it up. It's a scramble for it. And he does dive on it near the 27-yard line. And that's where the Trojans will have it 1st and 10 with 11:55 to play here in the third quarter. Nearly a disaster to start the period for the Trojans, but able to dive on that one was Elijah Scott. Great Scott, he said, as that one went through his hands.
I bet that's exactly what he said.
Or something like that. Holy cow. Gosh, shoot, I wish I would have caught that. Chance Chrissy is checked back in the game after being out the last series. Good to see him back out there for Auburn. He's a good runner. Smith takes a snap, a little bit of a high snap, gives it to Chrissy. Chrissy is stacked up after a short gain on the play. Looks like he's going to only pick up about a nothing. No gain, no loss, and it's a 2nd and 10. A nothing is an official measurement, by the way. As now they do move the ball forward and give them a 1-yard gain. How about that, Justin? That's why we write in pencil.
Just waiting for me to write it down.
A gain of a yard on the play to bring up a 2nd and 9. Levi Smith takes the snap, hands it off to Chrissy. Good blocker out in front. Hits the hole hard. He is going to break a couple of tackles and have a first down for the Trojans as he's up near the 38-yard line. Pick up a 10 on the play by Chrissy. And a Trojan 1st and 10.
Good lead blockers that time for Chrissy. He's plenty capable of running over people on his own, but if he didn't have to, he likes to hit that hole too.
1st and 10 as Chrissy heads to the sideline. That usually means Trey Boston is checked into the backfield. That appears to be the case here. Smith takes the snap. He'll pitch it out to Boston. Boston looking for running room around the edge. And a holding flag going to be thrown here as Ryan Harris was trying to get out the blocker. And our first flag of the second half against the Trojans. Pretty nice job by Harris to fight it off as he was being held.
Just ran into that a few times tonight. Not always been called, but...
Yep, they're going to say it's from the line of scrimmage, so that'll move the ball back to the 28. And should be back around the 28-yard line, and it will. And it's 1st and 20.
That is their 4th time being penalized tonight, and 35 yards.
First down, 20 yards to go from the 28-yard line. Their own 28, they being Auburn. Pittsfield shows the linebacker blitz. Trojans pick it up. Complete the pass into the middle of the field. That completion is to Coy Grossner. Grossner with a nice run after the catch out to the 40-yard line. 12-yard pickup on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 and a good recovery for the Trojans here to get to 2nd and manageable. Just a little soft spot in that zone. Grossner stood in there, got the catch, kind of peeled back around and got the gain. Here's a pass into the flats to Elijah Scott. Scott is going to be taken out of the play by Jaden Moore up near the sticks. Looks like he's just shy to the 43-yard line on a 3-yard pickup. On a 7-yard pickup, let's call it. And it'll be 3rd and a yard. So 3rd and a yard from the 43.
Pretty sure you could have thrown that holding call again over there. That receiver on the far side likes to grab a hold of Ryan every time he goes to...
Yep. Officially the 47, let's call it, not the 43. Here's a big play in the backfield. There's Caden Ferguson to cut the man down back there as Chrissy was looking for running room, couldn't find it, taken down to the 46, actually loses a yard, and it'll be a 4th and 2. Now will the Trojans go for it on their own side of the field, or will they punt and try to make the Sockies drive the distance? It's a 4th down and a solid 2 yards to go. You would think that's a chance Chrissy run away from a first down.
It wasn't right then.
Trojans are going to go for it. Chrissy is 9 yards deep, and now the Trojans man moves early. As a penalty flag will fly. This will be a false start called against Auburn. So that'll move it back to the 41-yard line. Make it a 4th and 7, and that'll probably make it a little easier decision for the Trojan squad as they'll bring the punt team onto the field. So a penalty there on a 4th and short. Still have to be aware if you're Pittsfield of a possible fake punt as Graham is back near his own 25 to receive this punt.
And another hard count.
Truth. Yeah, hard count gets you right back to where you were. This is Drew Magason, I believe, in to punt this one away.
Yeah, that's who I thought came in.
He'll put his boot into this one. A pretty nice kick. Graham will have it bounce. He'll pick it up off the bounce at around the 15-yard line. Not a lot of block on the front. Makes a man miss. Now a penalty flag flies on the far side. And they're going to call a penalty on the Sockies here.
Walking the back, I guess?
I don't know. It looks like Pittsfield man was the one that was slung to the ground. Graham got it out to around the 33-yard line. And you just don't catch a lot of breaks sometimes, you know?
No.
9:21 to play in the 3rd. Sockies will have it on the offensive side, but let's wait and see what the penalty is called here. Illegal block in the back is the call. 9:21 to play in the 3rd. And where are they going to put the ball here? Where are you going, fella?
Wow.
He's at the 15. And that's where the Sockies will have it, 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line.
How many yards on the penalty there?
10.
10.
1st and 10, Anderson in the shotgun. Trips left. Looks to the wristband on the play call. Anderson takes the snap, hands it off to the running back. This looks to be Moore on the carry. Jaden Moore up across the 15 near the 17-yard line. 2-yard pickup on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 8. Moore's first carry from scrimmage tonight, I believe.
It was his first carry.
I believed right. Anderson's back to pass, gets it out into the flats. That's the Marable. Has some running room out in front. He's got the 1st down and more. Marable still fighting for yardage. He'll be taken out of bounds with Bodie Marable around the 33-yard line. Pick up on the play of 16 yards on a Socky 1st and 10.
Good block with Lucas Kimber out there that time.
Lucas Kimber is a 6 foot, 175-pound sophomore out there on that block. Now we get a penalty flag, and we'll get a sideline warning on Auburn now, it looks like. So no penalty, really, just a warning. Don't make me tell you again. Darn it. Little tit for tat. Pittsfield had the one on the first half. Auburn has the one on the second half. Stay behind the line. Pull on the yellow strap. Pull on the yellow strap. Anderson in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Clean pocket. Looking downfield for Graham. He's behind the defense. He's got it. All the way down to the Auburn 35. A big-time connection on the 32-yard strike to Graham. And a Socky 1st and 10 to the Auburn 35-yard line. Called officially the 34. Graham in a one-on-one is a dangerous proposition, and Auburn's been kind of daring them to do that several times tonight. To the Auburn 34-yard line. Fresh set of downs with 8:07 and counting of this 3rd quarter. Trips right. Anderson hands it off to Moore. Moore with the run to around the 29-yard line. 5-yard pickup on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 5 for the Sockies. Jaden Moore, the senior, playing hard on that defensive side, and I'll give you the Sockies some good rushing yards as Jake Otker was removed from the game earlier on the injury. Here's Anderson back to pass, looking for Graham the whole way. Has it completed along the sideline. Stutter step still on his feet. Taylor Graham to the 15-yard line.
Good cut move there by Taylor Graham. Make a couple people miss.
14-yard pickup for the senior wideout. Sensational play once again, and it's 1st and 10 to the 15. He's starting to rack up some good yardage here tonight.
That's his 6th target, 50 yards.
Socky's on the move here after starting at their own 15-yard line. They're at the Trojan 15, 1st and 10. Trips to the right-hand side, Graham on the left. Socky's look to the sideline for the play call. Line comes set. Anderson calls for the snap, gives it off to Moore. Moore puts his head down, spins off of one tackler, runs over another man. He's down inside the 10 near the 8-yard line. 7-yard pickup, Jaden Moore. 2nd and 3. He comes out of there pumped up, says, Coach, give me the ball again. I'd like to score. 2nd down and 3 for the Sockies. Trying to finish on this drive. It's been a problem this season to finish in the red zone. Trying to do so here. Trips right. Graham one-on-one on the left-hand side. They'll look to him, looking for the corner of the end zone. Graham leaps, and he's got it for the Socky touchdown. Taylor Graham on another touchdown reception from Jonas Anderson. This time from 8 yards out, and the Sockies take the 20-14 lead. You leave him one-on-one, folks, and he's most likely going to catch it. Trojans were daring them to throw that way. The Sockies threw it that way as Marable now comes on for the extra point attempt. Pittsfield back on top of the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard with 6:19 to play in the 3rd. A drive that started at their own 15 at the 9:21 mark. 3 minutes and 2 seconds later, they score on the pass from 8 yards out from Jonas Anderson to Taylor Graham. Graham the holder on the extra point attempt here. A little bit of a high snap. Hold this down. Kick is up. It is a high kick. It splits the uprights, and it is good. Kick by Marable, good. Sakis get the touchdown. Stop me if you've seen this connection before. Jonas Anderson finds Taylor Graham in the end zone for the touchdown, and with 6:19 to play in the third, Pittsfield up a touchdown on Auburn.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
6:19 to play in the third. Pittsfield back on top, 21-14, as Anderson finds Graham in the end zone on the 8-yard touchdown reception. And now Marable will be ready to kick this one off. See if he wants to boot it deep. We've seen him kick it all the way into the end zone. The wind is blowing across the field from
blowing in his face.
His left to the right. He'll put his boot into this one, and that'll drive Elijah Scott back. He'll catch it at about the 14-yard line. Scott looking for room up the middle. Gets a big block as Ryan Harris was right there, and now Scott will be taken down on the play. Up near the 26-yard line, we'll call it. That's where the Trojans will have it 1st and 10 with 6:10 to play in the third. Gives us a little bit of a break in the action to remind you about LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing. For all of your trucking and hauling needs, call the Dunhams and their professional team at LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing, 217-285-2808. All right, here come the Trojans. Smith is in the shotgun from his own 26-yard line. He will hand the ball off to Chrissy. Chrissy hit in the backfield, taken down. Saki's guessed right that time on the blitz. Caden Ferguson made the initial hit. A loss back to the 22-yard line. Loss of 4 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 14. Saki's really biting hard on Chrissy, and why wouldn't you? He's the stud for this Trojan squad. Trips to the right-hand side now for Auburn. Smith is back to pass, looking in the middle of the field. Has it completed here to Coy Grossner. Grossner going to be taken down right at the 30-yard line. 8-yard pickup on that play, and this will bring up a 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Second time they targeted Grossner in the second half.
3rd down and a long situation here. 3rd, and it's a solid 6, maybe even closer to 7. Smith of the shotgun has an extra back in there to help against the rush. Sakis bring the house. They get the ball on the handoff to Chrissy, and Nick Merriman's there for the stop at the 29-yard line. Stops him for a 1-yard loss on the play. And it's 4th down and 7 from their own 29, and the Trojans should be in to punt, and they will. So another big stop by this Pittsfield defense, and Curtis Bogotsky is calling up the right blitzes at the right time tonight for the Sakis. He just did a little dance on the sideline. I wonder if he learned that on TikTok. We'll have to give him a hard time about that later. He's pretty pumped up on that play. As we see Megason in to punt this one away. It looks like the Trojans got an early start, but no penalty flag here. Graham will catch it right with a man on him, and trying to break free still is Taylor Graham, and they'll call that forward progress stop to the 33-yard line, and that's where the Sakis will have it 1st and 10 from their own 33 with 4:17 to play in this third period. A chance for the Sakis to try to maintain this lead a bit here. They've never gotten more than a touchdown ahead of Auburn yet tonight. Trying to start this drive from their own 33-yard line, 1st and 10. They're looking for a solid drive here. Speaking of solid work, it's Waters Concrete. They offer quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. Call Tim Waters and Waters Concrete, 309-252-1052. Anderson in the shotgun, looking to his left, looking for Taylor Graham, too high, and sails over his head out of bounds for the incompletion. Graham was open out there.
I'm not sure that ball wouldn't, his hand wouldn't hit or something on that throw, like, or he was just scared of a hand being in his face.
It was an incompletion nonetheless as it went sailing out of bounds, and it's a 2nd down and 10 from the 33. Clock stops with the incompletion here. Anderson calls for the snap. Going to throw it out to the right inside. That's to Marable. Marable's had some big catches tonight. Breaks a tackle. Still on his feet across the 40-yard line. Mark him down close to the 41. Pick up of 8 on the play, and this will bring up a 3rd down and 2 for the Sockies.
That was a good play there. Makes it 3rd and manageable.
Marable, big scary kid out in space. Sockies with the 3rd and 2. Big play here with 3:40 and counting of this 3rd period. This offensive line has done a good job tonight. 4 sophomores and the senior Perry creating some things up front. They'll give it off to Moore. Moore bounces it to the outside, has the 1st down, has knocked out of bounds along the far sideline to the 48. A gain of 7. That's enough for a Pittsfield 1st and 10. So a 1st and 10, they went out of bounds with 3:24 to play in the 3rd as Jaden Moore giving the Sockies some solid reps from the running back position.
4th first down of the half for the Sockies, 12th on the night.
Fresh set of downs here as Pittsfield trying to get it in this good rhythm they've been in to start the 2nd half once again. They'll keep it with Graham on the outside now. The direct snap. He's got a big stutter step, and he's going to go to the end zone. 15, 10, 5, and a Socky touchdown. Taylor Graham, this time on a run of 52 yards, and Pittsfield with a 2-score lead. Made a man miss, left him in the dust, and Graham with another big play. His 2nd touchdown of the half, this time on the ground, and the Sockies lead 27-14. Talk about that speed that Graham possesses, man. When he kicks it into that extra gear, he just flies by people.
He did a great job of wetting the line set up for him there, get his blocks out front, bounced off a man, and was gone.
Hold down, kick up. It is a high kick. It looks to be good, and it is by Marable to give the Sockies a 14-point lead. 3:13 to play in the 3rd. Taylor Graham, this time on the little wildcat formation with a break outside and a block. He goes to the house, and the Sockies lead Auburn 28-14.
Windows and entryways are one of the most accessible ways to enhance the security and visual appeal of your home or business. Pike County Glass takes immense pride in our role of making our community a beautiful place to live. We make sure to design and install with your needs at the forefront of our mind. After all, no great service is worth doing if your customers aren't satisfied. Pike County Glass promises to create the products that you've always wanted to have for your property. Call Pike County Glass, 217-285-4275, or visit PikeCountyGlass.com.
3 minutes, 13 seconds to play in the 3rd. Pittsfield with the 28-14 lead on top of the Auburn Trojans on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard on the 52-yard run this time from senior do-it-all guy Taylor Graham. Marable has it teed off, ready to kick this one off for the Sockies. Had a couple of good kickoffs here, and Pittsfield's had pretty good coverage. He'll send this one sailing, retreating the man back in Ashton Allen. Allen around the 20, catches a block, and is taken down on a nice play by Braxton Taylor. The senior on the kickoff team gets a stop there. I'm not so sure it wasn't a touchdown-saving tackle, Justin.
Pretty sure it was. Yeah, that was a good fighting through his block and got a hold of that man. Probably saved 6.
They're going to put the ball down to the 33-yard line, and this is where the Trojans will start. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
Good return all the same.
Auburn comes out with trips to the left-hand side. The running back is Trey Boston this time, to the left of the quarterback, Levi Smith. They draw the Sockies off sides, and that'll be a free 5 yards to make it a 1st and 5. Pittsfield really, really aggressive as they get called for the encroachment. Who'd they call that on, Justin?
I don't know.
Just everybody wearing white that time, I believe.
I wasn't even looking up, so I couldn't tell you.
Gotta get up to get down. 1st and 5 now for Auburn. after the 5-yard penalty against the Sockies to the 38. Trying to keep them a little more honest on the defensive side. Smith is back to pass, trying to set up a screen, but has some pressure, and Jaden Moore gets him in the backfield. We talked about how much he's been flying around the last couple of weeks, and this time he connects back there near the 26. A loss of 12 on the play. It'll be 2nd and long for the Trojans. Call it 2nd and 17, in fact, on the big hit by Jaden Moore.
That is the 3rd sack that Mr. Smith has taken tonight. 2 at the hand of Nick Merriman, and that one there, hard one by Jaden Moore.
Moore with some great closing speed, man, when he needs it. Smith is in the shotgun on the 2nd and 17. He's back to pass. Clean pocket this time. Heaving it deep down the middle of the field, and it is caught. Caught on this play by Hunter Piper. Piper trying to fight away from the men. He's got it again in traffic for the Trojans, down to the Pittsfield 33-yard line.
That's the 2nd catch tonight, and heavy traffic for the Trojans. They do a really good job of getting their hands up and getting the ball.
41-yard completion to the Pittsfield 33 on a big play for Auburn on 2nd and 17. Wow. Clock should be moving here. Run the clock. 2:38 to play in the 3rd. The box has been set for 10 seconds. Take 10 off the clock. 2:15, did he say?
Yeah, he took all kinds of time off. 23 seconds.
This guy's got dinner plans.
Run the clock.
I told you to run it, and you shall run. Smith in the shotgun. He will hand it off to Chrissy. Chrissy with running room up the middle. Breaks through the first line of tacklers. Still on his feet. The Saukey defense kind of stopped, thought he was done that time. And Chrissy to the 21-yard line. A 12-yard pickup on the play by Chrissy. And a 1st and 10 for the Trojans to the Pittsfield 21. A dozen on that carry. He's over 100 yards on the night now as Chrissy with 153 and counting.
144.
That's over 100 for sure.
Yeah.
Trojans trying to get the response here. Marching it right down the field. Smith is back to pass. Saukey's bringing the house. Trying to set up a screen. Now he's just going to heave it downfield, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver that time, Hunter Piper. It brings up a 2nd down and 10.
Piper is an intended receiver there.
Yes, sir. 2nd and 10 from the 21. We'll give everybody a chance to catch their breath a bit, and gives us a chance to remind you about Bowlers Universe. Hey, they're open until midnight tonight, tomorrow 4 to midnight. After you get all of your Pike County fall pickings out of your system, which I have already on this day.
I did just on one drive through town.
That's right. Check it out with your friends at Bowlers Universe for a good time tomorrow night. Smith gives it out into the flats. This is to Elijah Scott. Scott going to be taken down quickly on the play. Looks like a negative play as well. Back to around the 26-yard line. A loss of 5 on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 15. The pass was completed, but behind the line, 3rd and 15 here.
Ryan Harris is all over that.
And he's played really well. He's you've kind of seen him grown up right before your eyes on the defensive side for the Saukeys this season. The young sophomore. Back to pass is Smith, looking left the whole time, throwing it to the man out of the backfield, and it's an incomplete pass. Looking that time for Trey Boston, and it's 4th and 15 on the incompletion. So he thought he'd go to Boston, but this time it's an incomplete pass with 59.4 seconds to play as the clock stops in the incompletion, and a 4th and long for the Trojans. And Pittsfield trying to get a big defensive stop right here.
Several drives have really stalled down in this end of the field for Auburn tonight.
But they also have made some big plays when they've been behind the sticks by several yards.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
They'll try to do that again here as Smith is back to pass. Going to throw to the right-hand side. It is caught here, caught by Coy Grossner. Grossner is going to be down to the 15-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup. That's not enough for a 1st down, and it will be a turnover on downs for the Trojans. That comes to the 50.3-second mark of this 3rd period as the Saukeys will take over 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line, as the defense has once again held. Pike County Express, hey, check them out this Wednesday on a newsstand near you or online at PikeCountyExpress.com. They've been serving Pike County since 1991. It's your locally owned family newspaper, the Pike County Express. First and 10 of the 2-score lead for the Sockies from their own 15-yard line. Anderson of the shotgun. Low snap, and he'll just dive onto this one and lose 5 yards back to the 10. Really the first bad snap of the night.
Fifth turnover on downs for Auburn on the night.
So
Saukey defense is really doing their job.
Loses 5. You don't like to see that on first down. Been pretty solid up front tonight, have the Sockies.
Was that Anderson?
Yep, just a 5-yard loss as he had to dive on the snap that was wobbling back his way. They'll try to get back on the same page here. They'll hand the ball off to Moore. Moore with a little jump cut, breaks a tackle, gets up near the 14-yard line. 4-yard pickup on the play. Will bring up a 3rd down and 11. Very well could be the final play of the 3rd, as I think Dalton Barnes is obliged to let the clock run down here. We head to the 4th as the Pittsfield Sockies lead the Auburn Trojans 28-14. Sockies will have a 3rd and long, let's say, to start the 4th when we come back.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Press Yours On You and the Walker family are starting their 20th year of serving the Camp Point community and surrounding areas by helping businesses, schools, and families with custom solutions that stand out. For parents and students, get game day ready in our 1,400 square foot retail store, packed with spirit wear for 5 local high schools. Hoodies, tees, Letterman jackets, and accessories. We've got the gear you need to show your pride. Come see why Press Yours On You has been trusted for 20 years. Press Yours On You, right on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Find us on Facebook. And from our family to yours, thank you for supporting local.
Ready to start the final quarter of play. 28-14 is the Pittsfield lead on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. As the Sockies will have a 3rd down and 11 yards to go from their own 14 to start the 4th. They just introduced the JFL guys and the youngsters, the younger squad, the lightweights for Auburn. 7-0 on the year. They didn't give up a single point. It's pretty impressive.
That's very impressive. No points against.
You know, the Saukey program has done that a time or two, but that was back during the streak. By the way, it'll celebrate the 60th anniversary at the beginning of the streak next year. Started in 1966. I'm not sure if color TV was invented yet or not. Here's Taylor Graham on a run on 3rd down, trying to get the corner, and he's going to be hit out of bounds. Man, close to a late hit out of bounds. The Saukey sideline thought so as Graham took a big shot there. He's up near the sticks, up on his feet, and where are they going to mark the ball?
He's
at the 23. So he'll gain 9 on the play. It'll bring up a 4th and 2, and Pittsfield will be forced to punt.
How many did he gain? I'm sorry, I was watching Taylor.
He gained 9.
9.
Marable will be in to punt from his own 12. Will the Trojans come after it here? They have Trey Boston back, but he's not. He's trying to decide whether he should go back deep or not. And now we have a personnel issue with the Sockies on the punt team, so they're going to have to call a timeout. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. They're the official timeout sponsor of Central Illinois Sports, the hometown favorite for blazing fast internet. Whether it's game day or every day, Adams Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability you need. Adams.net or call or text 217-214-3423.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy. Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
11:52 to play in this one. Sockies called the timeout. We think there was a little confusion as Graham took that hit to end the last play, so he wasn't out there. And then, of course, Otker, I think, is usually on the punt team as well, so they were short some personnel. Called the timeout to avoid giving Auburn a chance to maybe block a punt here. Trojans will not send anyone back deep, And Marable will sprint out to the right and put his boot into this one and have
Good
one of his
kick.
best kicks of the season. Take a big hop.
Big roll.
Look at that ball roll. You better slow down. It might go to the end zone, and it will roll into the end zone.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. He kicked that ball a mile. It's a 77.
81 yards?
77 yards. Well, I mean, I guess if you go from where he punted from, but from the line of scrimmage, 77 yards. But it's going to be a touchback. Going to be at the 20-yard line. Whew. Took a little bit of a hip, a little bit of a hop, a little bit of a hip hop. Don't stop the hop. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Michael McCartney and McCartney Storage. Hey, folks, winter is coming. Make sure to get your boats, extra vehicles, RVs, and more stored under cover with McCartney Storage. Affordable monthly rates. Call Michael 217-248-0011. 1st and 10 for the Trojans from their own 20 as Smith is back in the shotgun, 2 wide to either side. Takes the snap, goes back to pass, sets his feet, throws to the right-hand side, looking along the sideline, tiptoeing along there and bringing it in on the catch is Ledger Munns. Munns will catch it up at the 26 on a 6-yard gain on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 4 for Auburn. Pretty nice catch by Munns.
Good job of keeping his feet in.
Stop the clock as well as he went out of bounds. 2nd and 4 here. They'll give it off to Chrissy. Chrissy right up the middle has the 1st down, is taken down on the play near the 36-yard line. 10-yard pickup on the play and a 1st and 10. One thing I don't like right now about this Saukey defense is they think that one contact against Chrissy is going to take him down, and the guys behind kind of give up. If he breaks a tackle, he could take off for a score.
Yeah. Ferguson tripped him up there, but he still fell forward for 6 yards.
Here's a pass out into the flats. Knocked
Nice
away here
job,
by Ryan Harris.
Yeah. Ryan Harris, good job.
The sophomore with the deflection and a penalty flag, I think, on the play as well.
Oh, some whistling. Maybe just tell him to.
All right, they'll get the ball set.
Okay.
And it's just 2nd down. Clock stopped with the incompletion. Second down and 10. They'll pass it out into the flats. Looking to set up that little screen pass. This works several times, and it does again. Man breaking away down the sideline here is Ledger Munns. Munns will be pushed out of bounds near the Pittsfield 30-yard line. Pick up 44 yards on the play to the Pittsfield 30-yard line and a 1st and 10 for the Trojans.
Over 200 yards through the air for the Trojans tonight.
Big chunk play.
No, that's a lot. I can't count.
Smith in the shotgun. He is back to pass, has some time, heaves it down the middle of the field. Pittsfield's going to have a chance to pick this one off and could not do so. Riker Wyatt, the freshman, with the pass breakup down there. It falls to the turf and brings up a 2nd and 10. Wyatt, the 5'10", 150-pound freshman, called on to play in that defensive backfield right now for the Saukeys. Of course, able to do so because they didn't play a freshman game yesterday, as Auburn is short numbers.
Yeah, if they played all their freshmen, I don't know that they'd had enough to play tonight.
Yeah, truth. Smith looks to the sideline for the play call. Clock stopped to the incompletion. 10:53 left in this contest. Auburn from the Pittsfield 30. Smith takes the snap, hands it off to Chrissy, trying to get the edge. Ryan Harris sets the edge and gets the tackle. Back of the 34-yard line, 4-yard loss, and brings up a 3rd down and 14. Saukeys have some guys just flying around defensively right now. We see Landon Seal coming out of the game for the Saukeys. Another sophomore out there. 3rd down and 14 yards to go for Auburn. They've been good in this situation, though. Behind the sticks, ×2. They've picked up some big plays. Smith is back to pass, looking to his right, has it out in the flats. It's completed here to Coy Grossner. Grossner trying to fight for yardage. The Saukeys will come and tackle him with the tribe of men down to around the 23-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 3. Fourth down and 3 yards to go for the Trojans from the Pittsfield 23-yard line with 9:50 and counting. Bring some different personnel onto the field. They'll go trips to the left-hand side. Chrissy is the back behind the quarterback Smith tries to draw the Sockies off sides. They did not jump. Pittsfield looks like they're bringing the house here, though. Smith takes the snap, back to pass, looking to his left, has it completed. That's again to Grossner. Grossner's got enough for the first down as he's taken down here, the 13. Needed 3, got 10, and it's a Trojan 1st and 10. So a 1st and 10 of the Socky 13 with a fresh set of downs. 9:20 and counting in the ball game.
Now they have over 200 yards to the air.
They'll hand it off to Chrissy. Chrissy puts his foot on the ground, changes direction. Zane Perry's got a hold of him. Will drag him down right at the 10. 3-yard gain on that run by Chrissy. It's a 2nd down and 7. This drive for the Trojans started at their own 20 at the 11:40 mark. They're down to the Pittsfield 10. Back to pass. Smith looking to his right, throws behind the man a bit. That's an incompletion here as Hunter Piper was the intended receiver. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 3rd down and 7, excuse me. On the incompletion, it's 3rd down. Apologize for the video quality as we're looking for a little signal here at Auburn. Haven't found a lot in a moment or so. 3rd down here. As Smith will be in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off to Chrissy. Chrissy up the middle, now cuts out to the outside. Sockies have men there, as Colin Throne will be there to take him down right at the 10. No gain, no loss. And this will bring up a 4th and 7. And we get a whistle, and what do we have here?
I think that's from the fans.
All right. So it is a 4th and 7 now. Just over 8 minutes left. Smith in the shotgun on this 4th down play. Takes the snap, back to pass. Looking to his right, looking to the corner of the end zone, a jump ball, and it's caught. Caught here by Ledger Munns. Munns on the catch, brings it in for the Trojans, and makes it 28-20 with 7:59 to play. Trojans again make a big play when they needed to here.
10 yards.
Yep, 10-yard pickup on the touchdown. And the extra point away from being a touchdown game, or a 7-point game anyway, as Hunley is in for the extra point attempt. The hold is down, the kick is up, it's a line drive, and it is good to make it a 7-point game. So don't go away just yet, 7:59 to play. It's Pittsfield 28, Auburn 21.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
United Community.
7:59 to play, and on the kick return, the Sockies will get it up to the 30-yard line, 1st and 10, with 7 minutes 58 seconds left. So 1st and 10 for this Pittsfield team. Got to take good care of the football here, Justin. Only up by 7.
Yeah, they need to put together a nice drive and burn some clock.
Trojans have 3 timeouts remaining. Got to keep it on the ground here. I think if you're Pittsfield, keep this clock moving as much as you can.
Yeah, I mean, if you're able to score.
Now Anderson turns to hand it off, and nobody's home, and he'll have it to the 30-yard line. No gain, no loss. 2nd and 10. He turned to his right, held it out there, and there was no running back with him.
Like I was saying, if you're able to score, in the way we've been playing defense, I'd think you'd be in pretty good shape, but you got to burn some clock either way.
Trojans just had that big drive, though, and took it pretty much right down the field.
Yeah, they did.
7:23 and counting. On second down, Anderson's back to pass. Steps up, throws down the field, looking for Graham. Graham's got it.
Oh,
and he
no,
drops
dropped
it. I mean, a rare drop by Taylor Graham. And this will bring up a 3rd and 10. So 3rd down and 10 yards to go would have been about a 20-yard gain, maybe 25, and who knows. But as it is, it's an incomplete pass, and it's 3rd and very long. So 3rd and a long way to go now for the Sockies. Now on this 3rd and 10, the clock stopped as well. Still 7:15 to play. A lot of time left in this ballgame.
I think you still got that pass across the middle anytime you want.
Anderson is back to pass. Has some time. Looking downfield, looking for Graham, and it is picked off. Intercepted on the play by Carter Smith. Smith looking for running room. He's with a 50. Trying to get back towards Socky territory, and the Trojans have picked off Anderson for the 3rd time of the night. Out to the Pittsfield 47 on the interception return with 7:04 to play. Just another big turnover here for this Auburn defense, and they'll officially mark the ball at the 47-yard line, it looks like here, and that's where Auburn will have it 1st and 10 from Pittsfield's 47. So Pittsfield's defense called on again to try to get some stops here. Still up by a touchdown with 7:04 left.
Yeah, all is not lost, but...
They'll give it to Chrissy, looking for running room on the right-hand side. He's got a new life here. He's still on his feet. He's trying to pull away from the defense, gets tripped up and taken down, but not before he gets all the way down to the 15-yard line. 32-yard pickup on 1st down, and it's 1st and 10 for Auburn. First and 10 for the Trojans. At the Socky 15. They'll give it off again in the backfield. This time a play by Caden Ferguson to take the man down. That was Boston, it looks like, on the run. Right at the 15-yard line. No gain, no loss. 2nd down. Second down and 10. Clock rolling here, though. Hand it off to Chrissy. Chrissy changes directions. Hits by one of the linebackers. Down near the 10-yard line. 5-yard pickup on the play. It'll be a 3rd down and 5 in what is definitely 4-down territory for this squad from Auburn.
Cade Perry on the stop there.
Just over 6 minutes remaining in this contest. Both of these teams fighting hard for that first victory of the season. Smith takes a snap, hands it off to Chrissy. Chrissy is hung onto by Zane Perry and taken down right at the 9, a gain of a yard. And it'll be 4th down and 4 for Auburn. Gotta watch for the hard count first if you're Pittsfield. They've nearly jumped a couple of times. All these special players go to the sideline for the Trojans to look for the play call. Now they're back on to the playing surface right in the middle of the field. On a 4th down and 4. Smith in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Ball goes through his hands. He's got the dive on it. Back near the 22. Now it's a scramble for it. Did he get it? Either way, it's going to be Pittsfield football on a turnover here by the Trojans. Sockies will recover out near the 24. And a big-time break for Pittsfield with 5:04 left. They'll get the ball all the way out to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10, Justin, and a big-time break.
Good job staying with their defense there. Even after the big run by Chrissy, they were able to plant their feet and hold their ground. And bad snap, and here we are, back on the ball. Same game plan, burn clock.
Take care of the football.
Take care of the football, yeah.
Trips to the right-hand side, a single man out to the left. A little bit of a low snap, but Anderson's going to keep it himself along the right-hand side. Cuts back to the middle of the field, up around the 31-yard line before he's taken down. 7-yard pickup on the play by the quarterback. It's a second down and 3. I like the confidence that Anderson's playing with. Even after the interceptions, he's right back out there ready to go. Not hanging his head, trying to help lead his team to this victory. 4:40 and counting.
And you get that in a senior quarterback, I think. He's been out here before. He's thrown interceptions. He knows it's not the end of the world. His team's got a lead. Definitely helps.
Saki's with 9 seconds on the play clock. Anderson takes a snap, hands it off to Moore. Moore along the left-hand side. Rushes just shy of the 35, near the 34-yard line. It's going to be close, and it is. Sasaki 1st and 10. That'll move the sticks. Make it a 1st and 10 with 4:17 and counting. Trips right.
Waiting for the play call. Everybody's checking their wristbands.
You don't have to be in a big hurry here. Still 15 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah.
Anderson with the snap, fakes the pitch out, keeps it himself up the middle, cuts back to the left, breaks another tackle. He's across midfield, on his feet at the 40, 30-yard line where he'll slide down in bounds. A smart play by that young man to the 26-yard line. 40-yard run on the play by Jonas Anderson, and Asaki 1st and 10.
Good job staying in bounds there, keeping the clock moving.
1st and 10 for the Sakis. Stayed in bounds, so he's should be the clock moving here. It is.
Yeah,
3:40 left.
Say he wound it a while ago.
Doesn't always mean it starts.
I know. But he's watching it.
Anderson in the shotgun. Moore to his left. They'll hand it off to Jaden Moore. Moore tries to bounce to the outside. Has a corner. At the 10, at the 5, in the end zone. Moore with the score. A 26-yard touchdown run by the senior running back for the Sakis. And Pittsfield with a big answer to take the 34-21 lead. 3:21 left. It's not over yet, folks, but that is a big, big play for this Saki team. Jaden Moore on the 26-yard run.
That might be his first touchdown on the year. Could be wrong.
Marable will look for the extra point attempt here. Hold down. That's a bad kick. The timing was just off there, and it's no good. But as it is, it's the Sakis on top, 34-21 on the 26-yard run by Jaden Moore. 3:21 left on Central Illinois Sports.
Biggest tool sale of the year is back. Milwaukee Mayhem only runs a week. Danny, what are you most excited about?
I'm excited for the M18 free 5.0 battery promotion. Buy select M18 tool, get a free 5.0 battery. Over 50 tools available, including this M18 fuel brushless grinder.
.321 to play. Sakis have a 34-21 lead on the run by Jaden Moore for the touchdown. Marable kicks this one deep. In fact, it'll go into the end zone, and the Trojans will have it 1st and 10 with 80 yards to go in front of them. 3 timeouts, but down by...
Smith back pass.
He'll have it completed. Is that to Munds?
It is.
Munds is going to be pushed out of bounds around the 23. 3-yard pickup on the play.
97 yards for Munds tonight.
We have a 2nd down and 7 here. Let's say that he did step out, so the clock halts with 3:14 left.
If you're Auburn, you got to do everything you can to fight to get out of bounds. Still have all their timeouts, correct?
Yes. Smith in the shotgun, puts a man in motion from the right side. He is back to pass, looking left the entire time, heaving it downfield. It is caught here. Boston up across the 35 to the 37-yard line. 14-yard pickup on the play and a 1st and 10.
His second target, first catch on the night.
Quick to the line of the Trojans from the 37. Going to throw it quickly out to the right-hand side. Saki defender slips as the man rushes ahead into Pittsfield territory. Graham on the stop. Grossner on the catch, though, to the 47 of Pittsfield. A gain of 16 yards on the play, and another 1st and 10 as Auburn getting some chunks in a hurry here. 2:55, that clock still moving. Smith again back to pass. Sets his feet. Looks like a man got dragged down. Now Jaden Moore will drag the quarterback down right at the line of scrimmage. Holding in the backfield is going to be the call. As Zane Perry got dragged to the ground, and the Sakis want to move this one back. So that'll be from the line of scrimmage. So they're at the 47. Should be around the 43 of Auburn when they place this ball down to make it a 1st and 20. So 1st and 20 yards to go. The clock will start on the ready for play whistle, as that penalty was against the offense. Sakis bring Austin Brown, and is Zane Perry going to come out for a quick blow? 1st and 20.
Jaden Moore also checked out.
Those guys have played a lot of downs. They played really, really hard here tonight. Ball into the middle of the field. That's to Scott. Scott right across the 50 to the Pittsfield 49-yard line. 8-yard pickup on the play. 2nd down and 12.
You say 8 yards?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
2nd and 12 now. Now Moore heads back into the game for the Sakis after that quick breather. Smith again is back to pass, looking to his right. Has it completed out on the right-hand side. This is to Grossner. Grossner with another catch on this drive to the 43 this time. 6-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down and 12. 3rd and 12 for the Trojans. This snap will come with under 2 minutes to play, though.
260 yards through the air on an Auburn team that likes to keep it on the ground.
Smith in the shotgun. Puts a man in motion. He is back to pass. Sets his feet. Looking deep downfield. Taylor Graham is there to pick it off. Graham with the interception, and that'll be the final nail in the coffin in this one. And then there's a penalty flag that'll add 15 on for the Sakis on a late hit. Taylor Graham interception for Pittsfield. And Pittsfield will take over with 1:45 to play. The Trojans have all 3 timeouts, so the Sakis are a 1st down away from their first victory of the season. Picked off around the 18-yard line. That should move the ball out to around the 43. Excuse me, 33, I should say, with 1:45 left. A 15-yard penalty against the Trojans here. On the late hit.
Who was that pass intended for, do you know?
Yeah, Taylor Graham, it looked like. They thought he was open as well.
He was wide open.
Officially, the ball will be sat at the 34-yard line. That's where Pittsfield will start 1st and 10 from their own 34.
All right.
Sakis need a 1st down to seal the deal in this one. Ryan Harris is checked into the backfield, stands to the right of the quarterback, Anderson. Anderson takes a snap, keeps it himself on the right-hand side, looking for running room, gets up just shy of the 40-yard line. Calling down at the 39-yard line. 5-yard pickup on the play. It'll be a 2nd and 5, but the Trojans are not taking a timeout yet.
Who ran that?
Jonas Anderson.
Jonas Anderson, 5 yards.
5-yard gain, and now we get a whistle, and a timeout is going to be taken by the Trojans. Their first of the half on the Adams Fiber timeout. 1:25 to play, 34-21. Sakis have the lead back after this. .125 to play. Timeout taken by Auburn to stop the clock. Pittsfield has a 2nd and 5 here. Sakis up 13 with the football. 1:25 left. Trying to get that victory sealed up here. Anderson will be in the shotgun. Merriman is checked in at the running back. You've also got Moore and you've got Marable in the backfield to add some extra blocking. Anderson in the shotgun. Takes a snap, hands it off to Merriman. Good blocking along the left-hand side, has the first down. Out to the 45-yard line. Gain of 6 yards on the play. And a Saki 1st and 10.
Nick Merriman's first carry of the second half.
Trojans will, I think, call the timeout here, and they have. Their second of the half. So a whistle and a timeout as now the Sakis bring Dylan Leonard to the side, and he's trying to work out a little hitch in his get along. That's the Saki center, so you didn't like to see that. Going to get your backup center a couple snaps here on the timeout. He's pretty ginger on that right leg. Might have rolled an ankle out there.
Derek Elliott dragging him off the field.
I have no idea what he said. I don't know. I don't have any internet. Sakis are under center now with the first down. They can kneel this one out. And they will.
Zane Perry took over as center.
Jonas Anderson takes the kneel. Sakis will need to do that a couple more times. But they can kneel this one out and end the contest here. It was a 14-all game at the half. Pittsfield's defense with some big stops tonight, deep in the red zone. Caught a little break on that drive as Auburn looked like they were driving when it was a 28-21 contest on a high snap. Fumble. Sakis were able to recover. Anderson again under center. He takes the snap, takes the knee. He'll have to do that one more time. Nope. They'll have enough time there, and the Pittsfield Sakis will pick up the victory. 34-21 over the Auburn Trojans. The Sakis move to 1-7 on the season. The Trojans are 0-8 on the year. And we're to the Logan Ag postgame show where we have final stats and name our player of the game after this.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield and Wildcat Car Wash in Barry keep your ride and even your pets looking their best while enjoying the easiest, most rewarding wash experience around, all while supporting your locally owned car washes. With the Touch4Wash app now available for use at both locations, you can earn points towards free washes, unlock discounts, and pay and start your wash right from your phone. Plus, we've upgraded with our new chemicals to give you the best clean and shine yet. Follow us on Facebook to stay updated on specials and promotions. Wash smarter, shine brighter, choose Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield or Wildcat Car Wash in Barry today. Sugar and Smoke, located on the west side of Pittsfield, offers the most delicious barbecue, ribs on the weekends, nachos, pony shoes, pork, chicken, and brisket. Reuben's so big, just ask for a box. Try the freezer meals by visiting their Facebook page. Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Loaded baked potatoes, appetizers, delicious desserts. Don't wait, grab the gang and head to 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0067. Sugar and Smoke, the talk of the area.
Perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask Mid-State Insurance Agency in Pittsfield if auto owners make sense for you.
Keep going. More.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project. From fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs in Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening a small business, buying a home, planting a crop, having a baby. From your first car to life after retirement, Central State Bank is there for all of your life's milestones. CSB is central to your banking needs. Visit us in Clayton, Kinderhook, Pittsfield, Pleasant Hill, and Quincy, or at csb123.com. Central State Bank wishes all of the teams well on the hardwood this week.
One size for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back to the Logan Ag Postgame Show. Final score in this one, a 34-21 win for the Pittsfield Sockies over the Auburn Trojans. Tied up at halftime, Justin. Sockies do what they needed to do in the second half to get that first victory of the year, and you've got to look at our final stats.
Start with the Auburn Trojans. They had 18 first downs on the night. They had 185 yards rushing, 52 in the second half, 38 carries total on 185 yards. Led primarily by number 4, Chance Chrissy, who had 26 carries for 191 yards. Hunter Piper had 1 carry for 3 yards, and number 10, Trey Boston, had 6 carries for 25 yards. Did most of their damage to the air tonight as Levi Smith, number 12, quarterback for the Trojans, threw for 260 yards on 33 attempts and 23 receptions. Hunter Piper, number 2. Hunter Piper had 6 targets for 58 yards. Number 11, Coy Grossner, had 12 targets for 70 yards. Number 7, Ledger Munns, had 7 targets for 97 yards. Elijah Scott, number 3, had 7 targets for 72 yards. And number 10, Trey Boston, had 2 targets for 14 yards. They were penalized 7 times for 65 yards, had 1 turnover, an interception thrown by Smith, and then possibly a fumble too. I think it was a turnover on downs. Pittsfield Sockies had 17 first downs on the night. On the ground, they had 267 yards on 35 carries. Jonas Anderson led the way with 17 carries for 95 yards. Jake Cocker had 1 carry for 6 yards. Nick Merriman had 5 carries for 26 yards. Taylor Graham had 4 carries for 79 yards, including a long touchdown run. Ryan Harris had 1 carry for 6 yards, and Jaden Moore, number 11, Jaden Moore, had 7 carries for 55 yards. Through the air, Jonas Anderson threw 16 times for 117 yards on 10 receptions. Taylor Graham was targeted 9 times for 58 yards. Bodie Marable was targeted 5 times for 36 yards. Caden Ferguson was targeted twice for 23 yards, and Jake Cocker targeted once on that long touchdown pass for 61 yards.